Hello, skipper. Hello, navigator. Half a minute to go. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome to Baboon Yodel. It's that time of the evening where we turn the lights off and we put our slippers on and we don't talk to anyone. Welcome to Baboon Yodel. I'm so good at this. How many episodes is this? Is this 50?
This is 51. We missed 50. We were too consumed with what were we consumed with last episode?
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson
For the second week in a row. Hey Ed, Amon, how are you?
I'm very good. I'm the second host. I'm doing quite well. This week has been quite great for us, and we have a guest person, another person.
We do.
Yeah.
That's that by welcoming guest host and something else.
Listen,
Something else.
Before this, you were like, "You're doing the intro," and then you took over.
I took over.
You took
I don't
over.
know. And then I will pass on to Renee Church, who's the lead host, to introduce our guest.
Natalie Samy. Okay.
Yeah, cool. I was like, that's so official. She's like, Nat's
Nat's here. Natalie
here.
Samy.
I'm here.
Comedian.
Oh.
Comedian. Do you like comedian?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, a comedian. I don't know. Do you guys reference yourself to other people as comedians yet? Are you there? I know some people that don't.
I do to my parents, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Nah.
So they have the hope in them a little bit.
I always say I work in marketing. That's
Oh, they're better.
That's better.
I say I work at Sketches, and that's better than being a comedian.
You get
So-
paid on that.
Well, that's where all the money is at the moment.
Well,
so I'm gonna
yeah.
just tell that.
Like, that's what pays your bills.
That pays my
Yeah.
bills and
That's where the smelly feet are.
pays
Yeah.
for this podcast.
Oh, it pays for everything. Roof
Pays
over
for
my
everything.
head, feet, shoes on my feet.
Food.
So, Natalie, we are doing so well in this podcast
Yeah.
that we have made no money from it.
Oh.
But Angel Jordan makes some sort of money out of this every month.
Danger makes the most money out of this
Money
podcast.
out of this.
But how?
Because he's like the producer who edits
Oh,
it in the end.
edits and
So
stuff.
I got to pay him
Of
something.
course,
you
of
know?
course.
So you're out of pocket. He's in
In
pocket.
pocket.
And the collectively...
So we're getting robbed. Is that what
The
you're
talent.
saying? You're
And
getting
collectively,
robbed.
we are like not breaking even on this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cost me
Whoa.
$20 to get here today.
That's because you took Ula.
That was an Uber.
Oh, it was Uber. Didn't sound the same.
You said Ula.
Yeah, there's Ula.
Ula.
Because I've seen the ad. It's stuck in my head. The Ula. It's like whenever we shower and it turns on, I'm like watching YouTube. It's like, Ula.
Is that how it goes?
No.
Yeah, it is.
What- that's-
Ola.
I would... Okay, that's not how I pronounce it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the wrong
Maybe
one.
we just
It's a
need to make
shitty
this
service.
accent.
It is. Ola is a shit
Whoa.
shit service. I've applied for it. Applied for a ride.
Oh, I thought you...
I got so racist. I was like, as a driver, yeah, I think that's hard out there, competitive.
I might. You never know. But the 4 times and 3 times it has been cancelled on me.
Whoa.
The first time the guy called me and said, "It's only $3. I can't take this."
What? No, you can't do that.
And he said, "You have to cancel it." I said, "No, I'm not going to cancel it. You cancel it." And he said, "No, I can't cancel it because Ola, the guy, doesn't have the option to cancel it. In Uber, it has." And I was like, "All right, man.
That is horrible. A dude called you up, just say, "Hey, I don't want to take it. It's only $3. You have to cancel it."
You
though.
have to
That's
cancel it.
horrible.
That's insane."
That's Ula.
Yeah, and
That's bullshit.
and the guy was called Vikram. Come on, man, Brown.
He probably
Brown,
did.
Brown.
Do you have a profile pic up on your page?
No,
Oh, so he didn't even know you were brown.
it's Ahmed.
Ahmed, yeah.
He just went. That's my actual name on the thing. It's
Well,
like-
you're Ahmed on thing, but you edit him on stage.
I edit him
Why?
on
Because of
stage.
white people.
Yeah, one reason, and the
Yeah.
other reason that I talk a lot of shit about Islam. So I don't want I don't want to get in trouble.
I'm Ed.
I'm Ed.
I'm
I'm
Ed. I'm
Edward.
Ed. Edward.
But I nowadays I've got a
Because white
joke.
people can talk about Islam, talk
Yeah,
shit, you know.
for
It's
sure.
just
Yeah, it's crazy.
it sounds
long
it
as
sounds
they're-
better. White
does,
people doing
it does, actually.
Yeah,
It sounds a little bit more natural.
it's because we're more used to it, you know. It's
Exactly.
soothing to the ear. As a white person, I can say
I'm
that.
just like, I need that accent.
Yeah,
Calm me down.
Islam.
Islam.
You're like, oh,
You're just
yeah.
like Islam. I love it.
Islam. at one time I was performing at the Classic. You know, we perform at the Classic, the only comedy club in town. And
Dooley's gonna call you up, be like, "Excuse me."
Dooley has no
dong.
club. Dooley has no club. Dooley has a bar.
Oh God,
Gary, it's okay.
Gary's
You can
like-
talk to me about.
it's just getting roasted and like it getting cemented.
This is listen. He can get roasted. He won roast battle.
He did
He
win
won.
it.
This is a
yeah.
Dooley
so
friendly
I'm scared of Dooley
podcast.
now.
He
You know he's
was
gonna come at you. Like,
Insane.
Wait, look at Renee's like. Meh.
So there was I performed once, and then a lady came and talked to one of the comedians and said that they were hilarious and blah blah blah. And she said that, but you know, I don't like comedians who have an agenda. You know what I mean? Agenda, like that guy who was talking about Islam. And I was like, oh shit, I have an agenda.
It's your reality.
That's my reality.
It's literally your life. Like
That's my life. So she didn't enjoy
She's
my
the one
comedy.
with the agenda to like eliminate all Islam talk. She's like, I don't like that agenda specifically.
if
Yeah.
she was like, I don't like people who talk about Wayne's World, I'd be like, that's my life. You don't even know my story.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's what I
My
thought. I
upbringing.
mean, people have these agendas all the time. When
Yeah.
people talk for 6 minutes about their love life, that's the agenda. They're
Yes,
talking about
yeah.
their love life.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about my religion. What's
And you know what it is? It's your truth that's really concentrated, like at the jokes.
Yeah.
So if people get offended by that, it's just like, that's not how we actually think all the time.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah, it's like
That
6
I
minutes I
know.
prepared for you.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
And then you expect everybody to be true and talk about their lives. And then, well, that's my life, so that's why I talked about it. What
Yeah.
do you think that I have such a crazy life that I only have all these girls on Tinder and all these things and people breaking
They're
up with me all the
No
time?
one believes that.
None of that shit happens to
Yeah,
me.
none of that shit
So
happens to me.
that's not what people come and talk about Tinder. Oh, people get accepted and I got swipe right and blah blah. No, nobody swipe right on me.
No, me neither.
One person swipe right on me. She lives with me now.
Damn.
And
He locked it down.
You were like, I'm going to get in and get out super quickly.
As soon as she swiped, you were like next to her already.
Delete the
You're
app.
like, move in with me.
oh, and I felt it was in crisis, and I felt like, is it because I'm brown or something? Well, what's happening here?
100%.
Yeah.
That's come on. Tinder is one of those most superficial apps where you're looking at the person.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and you're like, no.
And people were like, "Do you think it was my face?" I was like, "It was 100 definitely percent. It was your face." Are
I think it was the way I looked. Yes.
Yeah, it was 100 because that's what the app is about.
It wasn't how
You
far away
can't, yeah.
you were or your name.
Oh god, I was
No.
like against it, and then I got part of it, and then I met my boyfriend through it, and I was like, ugh.
But
I'm
it's
one of
like,
those people.
you have to be thankful for it because you met your
Yeah,
boyfriend
gotta
through it,
be-
but you're
he's
also
like,
still
I get
like,
dick
no.
regularly because of it. I'm like, I gotta give it a shout out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta be like, thank you.
Low-key
so much.
sponsor.
Yeah, low-key sponsor.
Well, I met my boyfriend through Twitter, so I don't think I'm much
That's-
better.
Tweet.
It's harder. It's
Did he
more,
like
it's a
retweet
difficult
you, and it
level
was
of-
like that's when it started?
basically.
Oh my
Oh no, I just
God.
heard him on a podcast like this
Oh,
one,
that's
but not.
so cute.
I know.
Renee,
And now I
you
have my own
stalker.
podcast.
You stalker.
Who's your boyfriend?
Danger.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's getting your money, which is going to me.
Is he spending money
And then
on
he
you?
puts it
No,
on the
he's-
Uber. He spends it on the Uber that brings her here.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
just one big circle.
Yeah, he showed me an Uber, you paid him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically it. It all goes to Muhammad, the guy who drove me here.
Yeah, he's.
He wanted a tip, and he didn't even hand him a tip.
Because
Next
there's
time.
no more money in the podcast pool. We need
No
to
tip.
make this episode to pay him a
That's
tip.
true.
Are you guys paying tips on Uber? If you do an Uber, do you do the $1, $2, $3? Do you do a tip?
No.
I'm not rich enough to a tip.
I'm from New Zealand. Nobody.
No,
gives
no
a
one
tip.
tips here.
Exactly.
The tip culture is very weird here.
Yeah. What?
No one does it.
Sometimes
It's so much pressure.
Yeah, sometimes, but at like really like fancy restaurants, some
Yeah.
people tip.
Every time I see a tip, I can just hear like a middle-aged white woman behind me being like, "Oh, not here!" Like like they just don't want to do
exactly.
it. Like
It's awkward as well.
Yeah.
People in New Zealand are good with money.
they wouldn't know how to do it.
They
eh?
don't know how to
wouldn't
talk about it
they,
either.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
know where to start with
They
the
don't know
tip.
how
I
to
think.
they'll be just talking about 15 minutes about how much do you have to tip.
Even talking about to comics about how much to get paid is weird.
Yeah.
Like
It's
money
weird.
is weird. The conversation of money is weird.
It
and
is.
I've become so Kiwi that I do gigs and I was like, I'm not gonna ask for
Yeah, I
money at
can't
all.
ask to get paid. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it's like,
Like, do you
At least because I'm still in that open mic mode.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yes.
oh yeah, you gave me a spot. That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in that mentality as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy to get a spot.
Yeah, you're like,
But
it's just good to be up here for
They're
6
like,
minutes.
no, we're paying you for your specific shit.
Talking
Yeah.
about my agenda. It's just
Yeah,
good to
exactly.
be here.
It's like, I'm just great to be here. I'm happy to be on stage.
Oh my god. Well, I've been paid for a gig, but like Christchurch ones from my boyfriend. Man, he's really supporting
Oh,
me.
you got a sugar daddy.
Damn.
That's not a boyfriend.
Twitter,
that's a
thank you,
sugar daddy.
Twitter. Shout out.
Shout out to sponsored.
He doesn't have
Sugar
money. I'm the one with the
daddy.
job. What?
Sugar daddy.
Sugar
do we
daddy.
do we have a roast battle coming soon?
Not.
You need to get on to
Yeah,
roast
you
battles. If you're gonna
do.
crush some
Really,
people.
I'm
It's
like,
so
You need
fun.
to
I'm a little bit
crush.
too roasty, and
No,
like
that's the
that's
point.
why
That's the point.
it took me a long time to get in comedy because I'm like, I offended so many people because I'm just roasty, but that's just because I needed an outlet.
A
Then you're
person,
perfect, though.
the only people who are successful
Mm.
at roast battle are the ones who are ruthless.
Yeah, I'm
Like Gary Dooley won it because he was just
Gary's like, I've lost all hope in life. I don't give a fuck. I will roast the shit out of this 20-year-old who just got into comedy.
Also, he like in the final he used like 3 of my jokes.
Oh, okay, then you won the roast
So
battle.
I won roast battle,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah,
I
you won
didn't
it.
win my first round.
who was with Harry?
I was
you?
versing James.
Oh, okay. I was in mind.
Yeah.
Gary was against Harry.
Oh, yeah.
And Harry was kind of roasting him the whole time leading up to
Oh yeah, he was talking a big game.
talking
Yeah.
a big game on the
On the
combined
chats.
chat.
Oh, that's
right?
the worst.
I know.
right.
Oh my
And then I mean, Gary is Gary writes. So he was like, okay,
He
I'm
said
gonna
Gary
write
rights
this
like
shit.
gay rights.
Gay rights.
Gary rights.
Gary rights. Woo.
Yeah.
So
Pride Month.
oh yeah,
Shout
it
out.
is.
It is Pride
It
Month.
is shout out.
Gary Dooley. Gay rights. Yeah, Pride Month. Nice transition.
That's
Yeah.
where we are.
And then on stage, if you saw, if you were paying attention, what happened was that Harry was like moving around like he was in a rap battle. He was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
moving around the stage, and he was like, I'm gonna fuck you, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Gary comes in with first joke, and
Oh.
Harry's
White.
air is out like a balloon.
Oh, man.
He's
Yeah.
gone. He couldn't even do his last joke.
He's the
so-
older you get, the better you get at roasting because you just don't give a fuck anymore.
Well, when you're Gary Dooley, you have to defend yourself on the streets
All the
with your words.
You're gonna sound like the worst comedian. You're like, it's Gary Dooley. He's the most controversial. You're just like, my wife left me. We're like, fuck you, Gary.
Yeah, he's gonna defend himself with his words, man. He's gonna get out
exactly.
there and defend
Gary's
his
a
name.
fantastic comic, though.
Oh,
He's great, man.
We
He
love
He
Gary.
holds his own when he needs to as well.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he's like sweet and stuff, and then you see him on stage and he can really just smash it lately.
He kills it. And
Yeah.
everybody loves him. He's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
but
just-
you
he's
could
like
take on Gary.
Yeah, he's a. Do you think you can
Honestly,
do it? You can say that and I'll do like the fucking rap battle thing, and then once again Gary takes it again. It's all
Honestly,
a
you
plot.
versus Gary would be actually real funny.
be
Like,
funny.
how good would it be if your first roast battle was just you against the champion?
I know that's exactly how I
So
want to
good.
start.
Oh my
Take down
God.
every white man as I go.
Yes.
mean, I have
it's just
fun.
you versus like 7 other white dudes
Yeah,
at every
me
time.
exactly.
You just do every round.
That's
but
like
it's just a new
every.
white
That's
guy.
almost like every gig I did it in the beginning of my career.
Yeah.
Just me and all these white dudes. Like she's only here for the novelty part of it.
Yeah. Oh, girl, same. Except,
Oh.
I mean, I'm white, so I kind of blend in a bit more.
No, but you're good for a chick.
Really good for a woman.
You know those tits? They don't hold you down. They don't make you not funny. It's that what I hear from the.
Please, I'm a B cup, so they're very
Yeah.
aerodynamic.
Exactly.
and,
See?
They were aerodynamic.
Yeah,
Well,
man. They just
what,
go, they just
Are
go
you
with
kidding
me.
me?
what do you need aerodynamism for?
I'm
I can
from
move quickly.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've got
I'm-
sketches and aerodynamic titties, so I'm just like flying.
Yeah, I've got big titties. I slow down. I'm pretty much just rolling around. Each breath, I'm like one over the shoulder, just trying to get up a fucking hill.
It's a lot of friction when
Yeah,
you
it's
move.
all
It's
friction.
so much
It's
friction.
me first, then my titties. Then it's me, then my titties. It's a movement, slow
It's
movement
diversity. It's true
And that's-
diversity.
that's
You and I,
diversity.
we represent.
of all breast sizes.
Exactly. All cups.
That should be a theme for like a tabac.
Oh, yeah.
Cup size.
Like
Cups.
Andrew wins the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Just whips it out.
And we all have to wear bras outside of our
We
shirt-
have to,
shirts.
yeah.
And then,
It's like free pizza. No one comes.
no one.
Free bras though. Free Kmart bras.
Free fitting. We're like, yeah.
I want to know what it actually is this time.
So I pitched this gig. I pitched this gig to somebody. I'm not gonna say who. And I said, "Oh, cool, get an all-female lineup because it did really well. Revelry
Oh,
did really
yeah.
well." I'm like, "Look, it'll bring a crowd. Like, do it." He's like, "Oh, you know what? I don't do themes or gimmicks." shows.
What?
And I was like,
what? Females are gay?
Yeah, it's like no. I think there's 50% of the population is that theme of being female.
It's like a theme party.
So, yeah, and I was with another female.
Was
comic
it Ben
and
Meehan?
Me, her. Yeah. I haven't heard about that dude in a while. Is he
Yeah.
all right?
Who?
Yeah. Who's that?
I don't know. I think he's chilling.
I think he's moving. He's moved to
I think
the
he's
UK
moved
or
to
something.
somebody else. And
I don't know.
That's crazy. That I didn't know that women are a novelty.
Yeah, and I was
Crazy.
with another female comic, and we just kind of was like, that's our career that you just put in a nutshell and
Cool.
crushed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're a gimmick. It's cute.
Guess we'll go to Look Sharp
so
and try to get a
cute.
gig there.
So cute, you and your vagina trying to do some
Oh
funny
my
jokes. Such a gimmick. You should take it on the road.
Oh my
You should take that on
god.
the fucking road.
Yeah, man.
Take your vagina on the
Take
road.
your vagina on the road, girl. Take your vagina on the road.
Oh my
You're
god.
giving me whiskey, so it's a problem. I'm
Just
coming
some-
out with.
I can imagine a vagina with like a little rucksack on a stick.
Oh, that's cute.
being like, that is cute,
Africa.
hey? That's cute.
It's like a homeless person, like the American homeless person.
Depends on the strip. She can have a Brazilian.
Strip.
If
What's
she
a
had a
strip?
Brazilian and she had like a
Right.
round sack, she doesn't look that homeless. But if she's going full 80s, I'm
Oh,
thinking about vaginas. It's just like,
it's like what?
yeah,
I was like, what?
it's like yeah, pussy.
I've got my porn pictures coming in. So what's
Yeah,
the?
you're just like, hold on.
Hold on. What's
It's like I've been on Tinder once.
And it worked out great. I'm here.
No more knowledge beyond that.
Oh look, no,
strip? Strip.
What?
You
I'm just thinking
you
about the strip.
You like
Oh,
the strip.
oh, the strip.
A strip is like a straight one, right? Just strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just going down
Yeah.
towards the
It's a lot of work though.
Holy
Oh,
of
it's
holies.
so
Either
much
all
work.
of it or none of it.
Holy of holies.
But I feel like doing a strip is a lot. Is a lot of work for still having a lot of stuff down there. It's like you might as well do
Exactly.
nothing
Take
or
it
do
all.
something.
Yeah.
Don't do like a shape because like you're
it's
still
weird.
rocking it.
Like even think about like a dude. You just want to shave like one little like arrow pointing towards the shaft. It's like that would take longer if trying to just take the whole
Exactly.
thing off.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, guys don't really. They were like, okay, it's
Yeah, like
there.
last thing I know is I'm like, doesn't have a strip. I'm not sucking the dick. I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
There's no arrow pointing.
Where
to
is the Google Maps?
So is the triangle a thing as well?
it. Yeah, I mean our vaginas just look like that.
yeah.
So you have a triangle over triangle, two triangles.
Yeah, I have it
What
on
kind
my
of pussy are you looking
on
at?
my vagina.
You're on a different porn site. That's some weird. Nah, yeah.
I think that'd be a good name of the podcast, triangle vagina.
Oh my god. Well, I have a sick
Vagina.
90s fade on my vagina. So
Nice.
it's
I got
very
a full
tall.
Will
Wait a
Smith
second.
situation
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
What's a 90s fade?
You know the fade, the Will Smith, the like
The
fade on the
down
side
to.
and then like tall on the top and the fade on the side of the head.
You know how it goes from like really a lot of hair to light hair. Some guys. Shave.
Ah, okay.
That's a fade.
Doesn't
Oh,
an
you
Aussie
need a
have a
fade.
fade?
And Aussie has a fade. Yeah.
Just think
So
of an
does
Aussie.
like Joe Damon.
Oh.
All the brown
Oh,
dudes.
oh, okay,
You know how
that's
they
a
do that?
Well,
fade.
white dudes can't have
Fades.
fades. That's just not happening.
So if I do like a machine on the side and then it's,
A machine on the side.
you know, those number one, number
Phrases.
twos, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh right.
All right,
Machine.
I was like, what? A contraption on the side of my head, and more instruments on the top.
Yeah, exactly. Just leave the little bit in the top.
Yeah.
How did we get to the strips and
Because I'm
vaginas?
bringing, these are the topics that I'm bringing to the table. You told me to bring some topics, and I'm like, triangle vaginas. And
triangle
fades.
vaginas.
Yeah. And it's working out well. Like this is great.
Yeah, do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
fresh,
we're
man.
having
I have
really
6 positive
I mean,
conversations,
We don't
important.
get along at all.
Oh,
We-
No.
yeah, I can tell, but I was like, these guys hate each other.
We
I feel like
just-
every baboon. I'm like,
Every episode is just us sitting in silence for 30 minutes. Like, that's,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
been
yeah,
every
yeah.
episode
just
so
shout
far.
out to like Gary Dooley every 5 minutes. Like, you're such a good roast battler.
Chile. Shout out to Chile.
I always
Yeah,
tell every
Chile
time I
as
see
well.
Gary, I'm like, hey, what if you married someone whose name was Julie? Julie Dooley.
He's like, no one's married.
And I say it every time I see him, and he's like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, no, but this is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I love
Julie Dooley.
I love when I first like met Dooley and he was doing his bit with like Gary Dooley.
Oh, we
And
did that the other night.
Yeah, it's still people have asked me about him for years now because of that bit, and I'm like, you got to be that iconic when you first start.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Do you remember
He's
that?
bringing it.
He got a. I've never heard of that because I've not.
Is it the Slim Shady Gary Dooley bit?
No, the one where he opens with Gary Dooley, and he like turns around. He has the whole music.
I haven't seen that.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
This
I've
is when
seen
he
that one.
first started.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
on
It
Monday he
was-
came out to Ricka Gary Dooley.
Yeah.
That was
It's a
good.
similar concept.
Yes.
But it worked from the beginning, and that was like the most
Yeah.
impactful thing I saw with Raw comics.
You were like, I'm shook, man.
I'm like, Dooley. And then I made Dooley. I was like, Dooley.
Yeah.
Like Gary, I was like Gary Dooley, yeah. And then I was like, yeah,
Nah,
Dooley.
I'm still Team Dooley.
No.
Yeah, no,
Team
and
Dooley
I'm
for
always
life.
Team Dooley for sure.
Dooley for life.
Yeah, man.
Dools.
Great man. Anyway, did you got anything else to talk about?
Well, like right now,
Yeah,
about what?
about anything.
Did you want to talk about Kim Kardashian and her kimonos?
Did you hear about that?
Because I did hear about it, but she has so many culture vulture like conspiracy shit that happens to her.
Yeah,
Because she's an asshole.
Oh,
she
is.
is.
100%
She has,
Such
and
a
she's been
asshole.
working really hard to hide that.
Yeah, that
asshole.
she is.
for
Yeah.
a
Fool
lot.
is she? She's been
To
working
hide
hard
it,
to hide it.
because
Yeah,
and
because she's doing all this law things, and that's fantastic, and that's great. But
Didn't
then,
Yeah.
she speak at the White House the other day?
yeah, but
Like,
so
girl.
does Trump every day. So I don't.
Yeah,
really
but,
take
like,
any
they-
heat. I don't take no weight on that anymore.
No, but that's the point. It's like
Yeah.
inside job, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's a joke. There's two reality stars in the White House now, which is
Yeah.
fun.
It's
That is so
insane.
good.
Both of them probably have sex tapes.
Oh my god, yes.
There we go. There's not much
Okay.
difference.
one of
between
them,
Trump.
in one of them, somebody's peeing.
Yes, true.
Which one? We won't tell
The
you.
PP tape. You
It's
don't know
like
about the
one
PP
I've got
tape?
right here.
Yeah, it's the one I watched before I go to sleep.
Much before every set he does.
yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
I need this.
It's like, Ed, why are you so electric on stage? It's like, I mean, watching the P tape.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my
she
God.
comes. She also had that scandal with the dreads,
Oh, yeah.
and she's like selling hair and
She's selling this
Culture
stuff. It's
vulture
like, it's
aspect
like
of her.
body makeup.
Yeah.
Like body foundation. It's the most fucked thing I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it makes me so.
That body foundation that you can, it was like you can look photoshopped.
Yeah, you can define different parts of your body.
Holy
it's
shit.
like body dysmorphia to a level of like insane.
It's crazy.
Oh,
eh?
they got little girls doing this.
It's like
shit.
Fair and Lovely from Pakistan.
Yeah.
India has Fair and Lovely as well.
Fair and Lovely, there was a fucking hair too, man. Fair and Lovely's this cream, that's a whitening cream that all brown kids
right.
Yeah,
grew up with.
14 days.
Yeah, 14
14
days.
days, it'll be white.
Wow.
As
There's
Gary
ads
Dooley.
with like dark girls like me just
Yeah.
being like, my life sucks because
You-
my skin's darker
Yeah.
and nobody's gonna marry this guy. And then she's like 14 days after, I'm a little bit lighter than before.
Yeah.
People love me.
I am now caramel, and my life is great.
Growing up, that's like, but
Wow.
body dysmorphia though,
Yeah.
and on different levels is
And-
insane.
And in the ads, the music just pops up.
Yeah.
And then, things just get so exciting.
Yeah.
Because when she brings in the tea, first time she brings in the tea, the guy's family is just looking at each other and like, who the fuck is this dark lady?
Yeah.
And then 14 days later, they come back and she's like,
They like turn on the light. They're like,
oh
oh,
my
there
God,
she is.
Casper's here.
Yeah, that's like
Casper is
yeah,
there.
that's what it is. And that's
she's like,
that's
"Thank
a
you."
common. It's a common thing. Like if you watch those ads, I think like a white person watches that. They're like, I've taken acid. I've taken acid,
Yeah.
and I'm watching TV.
Yeah.
because it's fucking weird.
That
You know
is
what's-
crazy. Oh my
They
God.
came up with a guy alternative,
Yeah.
which is which had Shah Rukh Khan in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
he
it
did
was
the
called. It was not called Fair and Lovely. It was called Fair and Handsome.
Love it. I love it. I love
Yeah.
how it's so good.
Bleaching is huge in Asia.
Oh, it's
She's
huge.
Yeah.
So the Kardashians also like it comes out that way as well.
Well, because they're Armenian, and they used to
Yeah.
look a lot more
Did you
Armenian
see
than
Kim
they
Kardashian
do
when she
now.
was like 14?
Yeah.
I do not recognize that woman.
I know they're so different, eh? It's
Yeah.
crazy. Even if you look at, I'll see a photo of her from like 6 years ago, and I'm like,
Yeah.
she looks different. I can see
Yeah.
the difference, but like in the
Yeah.
like plastic surgery, it's crazy.
And I think there's beauty standards as well. They're setting them.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they're-
yeah.
But they've already kind of were brought up with the white stigmatized beauty standards.
Yeah.
Out of the skinny woman and the
Yeah.
pick big lips and shit like that. And
Yeah.
so they're just feeding into it, and then
They're
people
also-
are growing into it too.
They're also like 40.
Yeah.
Like I looked up their ages. I'm like, y'all are 40 years old. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Like, just chill out.
Nicki
Like,
Minaj is like nearly 40.
is she?
Yeah, see, that
Dang.
tripped me up. That tripped me up hard out.
I love
That's-
I was
Nicki
like, if
Minaj.
I want to be 40, and I want to be Nicki Minaj. for
Yeah, you got time, man. You
sure.
got time.
Yeah,
I like Nicki
Actually,
Minaj.
I'm 53.
Yeah, but it's like, well, R.I.P.
Take my time.
You just start getting that cream, putting it on.
I need some Fair and Lovely.
Yeah.
Turn the lights.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, I hated that body foundation when I saw it. It's kind
Yeah.
of like
But the thing-
self tanning, but like
With-
next level.
Yeah.
With kimono, the kimono,
Oh, yeah.
Kim Kardashian came up with a line of body formation things. Those things
Yeah.
that put your
Oh, like a corset.
Tummy in?
Say shape suckers.
Oh, yep,
shapes
yep,
and
yep.
curves. So she called it kimono, saying that her name is Kim. So and
Yeah, Kim, I
you know,
get it, but it's still
kimono.
dumb. Like,
Kimono. So there was
So
that
that's
like
not what a kimono is.
Yeah, it doesn't. The kimono is nice and flowy and
Yes.
everything. And so initially, when all of this started, I was like, "Oh yeah, good on Kim Kardashian because she doesn't look like those thin models that walks
No.
around." But then it turns out that she has started her own thing because she's doing the same thing again and again
Yeah.
because of the stuff that she's coming out with and the ass pictures and the ribs. I was like looking at the ribs and I was like, holy fuck, what's happening with that?
It's because it's corsets. People they ram themselves into these corsets and then they work out.
What happens with the ribs?
I don't know.
Some
man.
people some people take out one of their ribs. Women.
They Marilyn Manson themselves.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson themselves to get a waist.
Yeah.
All
to
right.
get like a proper waist because
Yeah.
some women are born with like a
But
thicker rib.
doesn't it? I'm just thinking because it happens with the guys as well. Because those guys that say, "Hey, 21 days, are you gonna do this and it CrossFit and blah
Yeah.
shit? Give me $21
Are you doing
every
a prayer
month."
right now? I was like, he's summoning something.
And then the guys say, and they do that in Instagram, and there is no way in 21 days you're gonna have 8 abs.
Is that what you get advertised to?
Yeah, there's-
because I
there's-
never
there's
see that
things.
stuff. But is that what
Yeah.
men get?
Yeah, these are the things that the
Yeah.
men's things happen. So I look at the other thing. I said, doesn't it, because they are famous people who are doing this. So isn't it like younger people who are impressionable, like 12, 13,
Yeah.
14? They're all on Instagram. Instagram doesn't have an age limit,
Exactly.
right?
No.
When you see this shit, don't you want to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I was imagine, like, think about it yourself as when you were like 11, 12, and 13.
Yeah.
We were like pre all this trash, right? Pre all the hashtags, pre all of
Right.
this. Imagine if we were consuming all of it at that age. We would know nothing else better.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not in touch with reality and you're going to like a middle-aged school where that you're just constantly filtering all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
You're not
Because
gonna
it's
have
hard
a-
enough as being that age anyway. Like being
Oh.
around like other people.
You're going
like
to
girls
puberty,
and
your
stuff.
body's being weird.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, your body's not supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You're
wanted to
gonna be all
have
fucked up.
Leonardo DiCaprio hair for like many years. When I saw
You
Titanic,
had long hair when I met you.
when
Oh,
I
you
had-
did.
when I saw Titanic, I was
Yeah.
like, I need that shit.
You're like, you
I
don't
need
act
that
like
I
shit.
need that.
I need
just
that
changed it.
shit.
You used to have like a proper Shah Rukh Khan cut before I met you. You used to
That
look
is
like
so
an old,
funny.
like a Bollywood star.
I
was
just
like,
wanted to look like Hannah
who the
Montana
fuck?
at that age.
Ah.
I wanted the blonde long
Oh,
hair.
amazing.
That's it.
Yeah.
But-
And then I bought a Hannah Montana wig. It
Yeah.
just looked like my hair.
I had no people that represented me in the media. So
suck.
I
Yeah.
mean, Bill Cosby, but like the people like
Love
because
it.
sometimes I have like an English twinge to my accent, but that's because I watch BBC, and I
Right.
think I just only watch like hardcore like Idris Elba people, and I'm like,
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
my people.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. It's like crazy what you take on. You just gravitate to people who are like you,
Yeah.
obviously, and then you become that.
Yeah.
So
it's
yeah,
weird.
I always get worried that if people are looking at this, I mean, we are old. I'm really old,
How old are you?
very old.
You're not that old. You're like
I'm
what?
quite old.
29.
No,
No.
I'm 35.
Shut
I just
up.
turned 35.
Fuck off.
Yeah, man.
You're Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
You are Nicki. Yeah,
You're the Nicki of this
you're the
You know?
sister.
pod.
I'm gonna quote from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
One word: shade.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
what it is. It's
I don't
shade.
go out in the sun.
Yeah, that's true. See, that's because he wears Fair and Lovely.
I was like,
You don't want to be a dark one.
people are at the beach and oh, I'm gonna lie down. I was like, "But why are you in the sun? I'm gonna
You're like
just
this-
sit under the
looking
tree.
through the window, like, don't do it to yourself.
Yeah, if I think about the sun, I get sunburnt. So I
Yeah.
don't go out in the sun either.
I just gotta eat better. I eat like shit.
Yeah, so
it's gonna
do I.
age me like 10 years.
I legit just started moisturizing 2 days ago.
No,
On my face.
that's so scary.
What are you
Like-
using? What are you?
Um,
I moisturize
It's
as well.
like
I
a
got-
sensitive
Yeah,
oil-free moisturizer.
Remember one of the episodes I offered you a moisturizer?
Oh yeah.
She was like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
Well, 'cause
Well,
it's
we
a
had
trap.
a moisturizer here.
Because it's a trap. Because it's like
Guys use
that's gonna screw my
moisturizer for
that's gonna
something
screw my
else.
skin up. Like I need like specific.
Is your
stuff.
skin quite
A
sensitive?
gluten free.
Yeah.
gluten
Yeah, I'm like a celiac ginger Irish like
Send you to bio.
acne ridden little
Boys,
girl. Like
celiac.
I've got nothing. Like everything. Like I think about anything that just makes. my
You
skin
need
red.
yeah.
Fair and Lovely.
Yeah, do I? Just close my pores up.
Oh my god, there's like a ban on that skincare. Oh, it's in skincare.
Yeah.
But skincare is also like people don't sell the right shit for your face.
Well,
either.
that's the thing is that skincare is so scary for me. But I watch a lot of like makeup tutorials.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it, but I know it's so
Yeah.
damaging. And they're
So
like, just use this, and I
damaging.
know like I'm not going to use that because it's not going to be for me. Like everyone's different.
girls are using now. This is what's scary about makeup tutorials online. Girls are using oils that they buy online, and then women try to find these oils and use all these alternative websites.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's like they've got like acid base and shit built. Like Kylie Jenner had that scandal happen with her lipsticks and stuff.
Yes.
They had pieces of glass in it.
Holy
And, like,
shit.
Pieces of
it was
glass
pieces-
in it.
and also gasoline in the lipstick. The reason why some of the lipstick.
How does it get there?
See,
How
because
does it
that's
get there?
online. There's some dodgy like ways that they make people just rip them off and make the money.
They're this
See, that's why I'm
bananas.
scared. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I'd rather use all natural shit on my face.
Yeah.
Than try to
Like,
order
I
on-
just started like
So aren't they
cleansing
getting
my face
paid?
at night.
Aren't these guys getting paid who do the online tutorials with different brands?
Sometimes some people just do
They
that.
get sponsored. People just want to like YouTube makeup tutorials are literally the same video over and over and over and
Yeah,
over
the 3
again.
contour, the
It's just the same
lilac.
thing. It's just like a slightly different product, or usually it's the same products each time. It's
Yeah.
not. It's the most like uninventive thing ever, but people.
I mean,
love
have you seen a
watching it.
mukbang before?
Yeah.
The mukbang?
Have you seen a mukbang? People eat on camera. It's like
Oh yeah, I've seen that
ASMR.
one. I've
Yeah.
seen that one.
Honestly, when you're like really high, that shit's amazing.
Like
I love it.
really, I
I can watch pasta mukbangs like all day.
Whoa.
I saw
love
it.
Dope when you're wasted.
people love it because I can't stand people making noise while they're eating. So I can't stand it for a second.
Yeah.
Well, there's like 50 million views. And I was like, holy shit, who is watching this shit?
Yeah.
But they have like
It's
a
me.
table of things.
Grease it like refreshing.
Yeah. Suck that
Fucking
noodle, bitch.
yeah.
Suck that
It's
noodle.
weird. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
But that's the intrigue.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is crazy. Because I watch like the OG, like Korean ones, and sometimes I watch
Yeah.
like American ones.
Yeah.
But it's weird because sometimes it's like the culture there of the people being lonely at home. So they eat online and people eat together, all together.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so
so
good.
good.
I like that. That's
It
good.
combats
so nice.
loneliness.
That's very nice.
See, and they talk to
That's
each
so
other, and there's like, "How's your day?" and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I'm gonna watch
Look
it
at me
now.
like sounds like the loneliest person in the world. Hey, I'm like, and then they talk to me.
Yeah. Usually I just like make a meal and like put Seinfeld on, and I'm like, why is Jerry Seinfeld not eating with me?
Exactly, that's what it is.
This is what it's
Sometimes you
missing.
just
Why
wanna
is he
be
not
at the dinner
asking me?
table, listening to Seinfeld. I was going,
Eating a cereal.
oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be less prejudiced now. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna mute it. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
watch them eat. And I was
That's
like, oh,
Eating is
good
food.
on you.
seems
You've got so
weirdly
much
sexual
food.
now.
Yeah,
I'm
good
just
on you.
gonna
You're
mute
eating.
and just watch them eat. Just gonna watch them swallow that shit.
Korean people.
Eat it. Yeah, eat that mukbang stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big ASMR head. Like I haven't got into mukbang, but
Yeah.
ASMR is my jam.
Yeah. It's
But
really
some people don't like it.
soothing.
I love it.
I think it's because you got to get into a real mental space for it. Because if you're
Every
fucking
night.
disturbed,
I don't like
No.
the
Crazy.
eating ones.
No,
I
me
like the
neither.
other ones.
Me neither.
I'm okay with the other
porn,
ones.
soft porn,
Soft
What is
porn.
it?
Yeah. Like the ones where they're like, so I'm just gonna do your eyebrows. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
fuck
yeah. Or like, this is what it sounds like. They sound like they're running away.
Yeah.
Oh, we had ASMR reveal of Japanese toilet in a couple of episodes before. We
Oh,
Oh yeah.
God.
What a great episode.
Oh,
In the can.
God.
in the can.
All the Chileans loved it.
You got a big Chilean crowd.
Shout out to Chile.
Shout out to
man.
Chile.
Dude,
Come on,
what's
there's
the
13
main
people.
language in Chile?
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
There is a Spanish. Have you guys seen the comedy, the gig that's going up?
Oh yeah,
Spanglish.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going hard.
What
I've
if
never seen
everyone
that.
that went to their gig was just the listeners?
Yeah,
That was it.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
And the I'm trying to do like a Hindi Urdu ones, but nobody speaks as fluently as me.
Oh, shit.
Do you know what I
so
mean?
true. I have the most broken Hindi in the world.
Yeah.
I sound like a truck driver, like a mutant almost. Because my Hindi comes through, my English, sorry. And so I'm just like, what up? It's like, oh, it's just the worst.
It's
Why?
like Hindi Lil Wayne.
Yeah, it does. It's like Hindi, but with a Kiwi accent. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's ugly. Fish and chops.
Bosh.
Fish.
But is it? Do you think that is it expected of us? Like for instance, if somebody is a brown comedian, like a Maori comedian, right? Is he expected to make just jokes about Maori things, or if an Indian person comes in, he's just expected to make jokes about Indian things? Because I hear comments on both sides. At one time at one side they say that, oh, he's always talking about this thing about his his family and the arranged marriage and all that. And on the other side, I see that why is he talking about seeds? You know, why is he
Yeah.
why is he
Yeah.
fucking
Why isn't
talking
he
about
talking
seeds?
about
Why is he talking about
bombs?
You're
so
representing us. You should be giving a right voice.
yeah, so I always feel like
Representation's hard, eh? Like, it's hard to live up to all of that at this day and age. Like,
Yeah.
living up to whatever, like, everyone's got a demographic.
Yeah.
And if you're either living up to it or you're not, it's like a
Yeah.
point of conversation. It's
Oh.
real hard.
Representation is so broad as well.
Yeah.
Like
It's also so boring. It's
it's
like, just do what you
so
want.
boring.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. And there's the expectations
Yeah.
versus reality versus, like it was saying, like is whatever is expected of a comic, and that's the hard bit. Is like the comic has no time for them to grow enough without having the expectation put on them.
Yeah.
know
Like,
what
do
I
you
mean?
guys feel like you go up on stage and people want you to talk about your culture? Like, do you feel pressure too?
Almost always.
From like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Almost always.
That sucks, man.
It's weird. It's a weird battle because sometimes there's a level of pride to it because you get
Oh,
the
yeah.
opportunity to do it, but there's weight to your words.
Yeah.
There's so much weight
Yeah.
to what you say because you've got to make sure it doesn't cross a boundary or, yeah, I don't know. I find it scary sometimes because I got followed to my car once.
Did you?
Yeah, by a dude. Because I made that Muslim joke. That is my favorite joke.
oh that one
Yeah,
don't
that-
tell it here because,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
won't say it on there.
we have like thousands
Exactly.
you know.
And that's my one kicker.
Thousands.
That's my one joke. I was like, I will never say that. It's not getting recorded anymore. But yeah, no.
Who's this, the Muslim dude?
It was a couple of brown boys. Yeah, they followed me to my car.
Alright.
I was a referee as well. It was very weird.
That's super creepy,
I was
man.
like, who do you think you are?
Did they want to do that act that
They-
you mentioned?
yeah, and I was like, buy me a drink first. I was like, we were just there. No, they came out real aggressive and stuff, and so I did the whole not walk into your car, walk to your car. You know how you do
Yeah.
the whole, where's my car?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they didn't follow. It was trash.
And that's crazy because they wouldn't have done it if I had done it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have done it if I had made that
Right.
kind of joke. They wouldn't have done it to me because they would say, "Oh, there's a dude."
I
blah,
get,
blah, blah.
yeah, I get battered around a little bit
Yeah.
sometimes. But that's just like by everybody.
That's so rough, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
God. Like, I always say, like, for me, like,
Do you want more whiskey?
Are you gonna have another one?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
oh,
sweet.
cute.
Yeah.
You can have whiskey as well. It's gluten free. I don't know if you drink.
Can I? I don't think I can. Guys, this week, I like literally ordered my favorite Uber Eats food and it had gluten in it. And I was like,
Holy
throwing
shit.
Up. I was throwing up in the night.
All
It's
right.
horrible.
I need to because you come here sometimes. I need to have some gluten free.
Yeah, why isn't there a roast on for me when I arrive
All
here?
right, I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah,
Next
I
time.
mean, I was expecting a roast too.
Yeah.
All right, continue
Who,
talking.
Julie comes out.
Who
he's like,
wasn't?
"Boy!"
Hands up if you weren't expecting a roast. Would you?
All right, continue. I'll just bring some drinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you for like as a woman on stage?
Well, that's the thing is like there's a lot of talk about representation of being a woman on
Yeah.
stage, and there's a lot of like gigs put on for women. A lot of like the community does a lot for women, which is so good.
Yeah.
But I'm currently in my little like comedy bubble and community where all of the dudes treat me pretty well. Like I never have any problem.
Yeah.
And so, not to say that I haven't had comments ever.
Yeah.
But it's just like I think I am fortunate as like a very non-threatening, not very sexual white
Yeah.
woman is that I fly under the radar,
Which is the shittiest thing.
which is just when I compare to like you, it's like so different, and it's
yeah, but the thing is, like, even that, the fact that even if you had said something sexual or you try to switch your style up
Yeah.
and try to get sexual,
Yeah.
you're going to be a target.
but I'm also not like clean. In
Yeah,
my
you're
comedy
not.
either. But I'm just not
Exactly.
like people don't think I'm like outspoken enough.
Yeah.
But then,
Thanks, man.
yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting, like, seeing what
It's a
people
fine
expect from
line
you.
of weirdness.
Yeah.
That you have to kind of, you don't, because sometimes you get off stage and you think like after you've like done a good job.
Yeah.
And you're still processing about what you've done.
Right.
And then you hear like little snarky comments like out of,
Yeah, or I'll
thing
get people
and-
be like, oh, like a conversation, and they're like, oh yeah, like how's it being a woman? I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just
Yeah.
doing my jokes.
Yeah.
Like, but there's a lot of emphasis on it.
yeah.
But I also
Old white dudes always pat me on the back like, good one.
yes,
Good job.
I get that. I get
Good
that.
job, little what? I'm like, you know that we're like, I can kick your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, I could like, I don't want to hurt you in front of your wife.
yeah,
But I will hurt you in front of your wife.
in front of your Tinder date.
And like, exactly, in front of your sad child that you have.
yeah,
That doesn't like that.
yeah. No, it's interesting, eh? Oh, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh, it's I get the good job from guys,
Yeah.
but I'll get good job from like women. Like because I'm so small and unassuming, I get patronized by men and women. So
No, good job.
I kind of
I've seen people do it to you too, and I'm just like,
Good job is
she's
what?
like a human and knows how to
yeah.
talk.
So I get like when the whole feminism thing is great, but it's also like women don't respect me either.
It's because
So,
there's no,
you know, you
Good
kinda-
job is what? As like good set, or it's like
The other day, I
No, it's like, oh my god, you did such a good job.
like, oh, it was good
Oh,
job.
Good job.
Aw.
You're so cute.
oh, so it's not a regular guy thing that we do. Yeah, good set.
Nah.
None of that.
No. Just
Nah.
random people being like,
Nah,
Oh, random people,
Yeah.
not comedians. Okay.
no. Like,
Good
yeah,
job,
just-
so good.
yeah.
You are so doing so well for your vagina.
A couple of times I've had. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Vagina sounds. Vagina.
No,
Real vagina. Yeah.
I've had a couple. Like I've had guys like put their hand on my lower back and be like, "That was great," and I'm
Oh,
like,
that-
"Go away."
I don't like. I always think
Yeah.
that lower back hand thing.
Yeah.
It's a very common thing. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was about to cough.
And you're like,
Tell me.
"Yeah."
So that lower back thing, I've seen it happen quite a lot.
You've been perving on the.
Because you're doing it. He's like, It keeps happening when I touch
No,
his back.
generally I see it when when guys talk to girls and they come around, they won't go like shoulder. Like with
No.
guys, they will go shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
But with girl, I don't touch anyone anyway because
Yeah.
I hate people. But
Yeah.
then with the girls, they always go like lower back.
Yeah.
What's the deal with lower back? Do you guys like the lower back? What's happened?
No, they
Why are
like
they
the
doing
lower
lower?
back.
They
Well,
like the lower back.
Because they assume our spines are frail and that we can't stand up straight without their fucking support.
Let's give some
It's,
support
but like
here.
You're
almost
trying to burp us. They think
almost
we're
all
babies.
every yeah. Hey, good job. Almost every old white dude that has seen me after comedy and like wants to talk to me has done the whole touch shoulder to back
Yeah.
to like, hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh Jesus, that's creepy.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's like a slow,
It's like a
slow
It's
go
a whole,
down.
It's a whole back moment.
It's, a,
like
it's
a,
like while they're talking to you, their hand will be on your shoulder, and you're fine, and then you can feel it as they're like lower, and you're.
Do you
just
have like a
cool.
spot where
where I
that you
come, I'm
need?
just like, you got it. There it is.
No, but is there a spot that you need them to stop? Otherwise, it's gonna
I mean,
become.
I would prefer them not to touch me.
yeah. I mean,
I'm
like,
maybe
yeah.
don't do any of that.
I don't know why people don't shake hands. Just shake a hand and say, "Hey,
It's
you
because
could say."
there's a patriarchy and a hierarchy in society.
Yeah, I get handshakes quite a lot, but I think that's because people just like
See
men.
Angel
Men
and like,
literally,
okay, cool.
men just don't know how to treat me because they'll just be
Yeah.
like, oh, handshake. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I get like men just don't really know. They're like, I don't
Yeah.
get it. They're like, she just went on stage and talked about nudes, but like,
Yeah.
she's like 5. I don't get it.
Yeah. There's this Hamilton comic, Abdul, who I did the refugee gig with, and he's like this. I think he's Nigerian, and he he was from London and
Yeah.
stuff. And like he was the first one. I was like chilling in the back with him, and he just gave me the most black guy handshake that I like popped at the same time. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is how we should be doing it in comedy
Yes.
always.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's
there's
true.
no level of sexuality. There's
It's
no
like-
this, that, and the hierarchy, whatever.
Yeah, it's like colleagues and
Yeah,
mates. Like
yeah,
that's,
and mates.
It should just be how that
But
goes.
sometimes you're in green rooms and you can feel like you're in a hierarchy, and then
Yeah.
you gotta feel like you gotta be like, "Are you okay? I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk to you."
Yeah,
You know, it happens.
man,
So respect.
it's hard. It's hard out there.
You don't know what to do socially. It's just
Nah.
all over the place. Especially when you're a woman trying to dominate like a white male.
All right, I'm gonna
the-
use my hierarchy.
On
Gonna
the
do
line,
that thing.
on the
Put it
line.
right up in my face. I'm okay. Yeah.
It's interesting when you go on lineup saying there's just a bunch of white dudes, which some of them are funny and some of them aren't. That's just the way that is. But
truth.
then like you'll come on and you can feel that you're like different to everyone
Yeah,
else.
you're gonna have a different reaction.
Yeah,
And sometimes it's bigger.
but
And
that's
then
good
you
because
can
you stand out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you get a bit of resentment, or like that you can feel almost straight away.
I've been
A
brought,
resentment. What,
Yeah,
what,
when you
what
go
do mean?
upstairs.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Oh, made a specific upstairs. Everyone knows where that is.
Oh shit!
I'm like when you go.
Oh
when you go.
when you
cut
go
that out.
to a place
Cut
that
that
is
out.
backstage.
Yeah, when you go up to the specific. No, when you go to some green rooms, which is not just one.
Yeah, there's lots of
several.
green rooms. Yeah,
Yeah.
Several.
and
There's
some
a-
are
there's-
upstairs.
There's a little bit of hierarchy and
Yeah.
things that kind of go into it. I don't know. I get
know.
I can. I feel like when with girls, if I see another girl, I'm automatically like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, oh, cool, you good, are you right?
Yeah.
Because there's that weird vibe that you get. Because
Yeah.
guys go up there and they spread their legs and like, yeah.
There's so many.
I'm a god.
I've never seen a woman come off stage and be like, "Oh man, that was just so good, man.
Never,
I'm living.
never.
But like, so many guys will come off stage and be like, oh, that was good. Yep, cool, yep. And I'm like, what?
And they're
when?
fine to talk about it.
Yeah.
I feel like if
Yeah.
women say they're great,
Yeah.
we get put in the bin.
What happens then?
In the bin.
We put in the bin because it's like, oh yeah, you think you're better than blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah. And it's like,
Fuck you.
Yeah, you just like, nah, I did all right.
You.
Yeah,
I want Ed to
exactly.
come off stage one day and be like, I was better than all you
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
yeah.
And I'll be like, yeah.
You should have seen my wheelie bin joke. That shit.
Put that in the
hit
bin,
that
mate.
spot.
Put that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I am really never. Whenever I come back from stage, I was like, that was okay. This was shit. This was shit. This was shit. This was shit. This was shit.
And Ed, you're
Fuck
right. Like,
me.
Yeah.
And it's a, but you're right because I've noticed these things as well. But I've noticed this thing with the brownness, with the brownness as well,
Yeah.
because people would. The thing is, I don't know if they'd do it with you, but people would make jokes with me which are very
Racist?
yeah, racist.
the R word.
All the time.
So that happens as well. I mean, the Uber driver will go by and it's, oh, it's your cousin, and it's like, man, yeah, I know that. Oh, that's
That
fucking
happens all the
insane.
time.
I know that.
That's the worst joke
And then
ever
if your cousin is, did you, what did you? Are you taking a break? Are you taking
Yeah.
a break from your Uber thing? And I get that all the time,
Yeah.
and it's just weird. I don't really mind it. It's fine. But I always think that, if you want to roast me, there are other things to roast me. But
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
Good at
fat.
Be funny at it.
Yeah.
Roast me with some
I'm
funny
fat.
shit.
Yeah, be creative.
Yeah, be creative. You've got my ethnicity. What else, bitch?
Everyone just roasts me about danger. Like that is the one flaw I have. So that's the only thing I get.
You get roasted for? Yeah, why? Because I don't want to roast you. That would just be mean.
So
But at the same
exactly,
time, boing.
equality roast me. Like
Yeah.
it's like I'm equal kind of. No, I'm not.
Exactly. It's weird because you do get the smarky little. Because I do sex shit on stage.
Right.
Yeah.
I get told they ask me about the color of my vagina, which is
What?
fantastic.
What?
Who the fuck asked you about the color of your vagina?
Yeah, older dudes outside like clubs and stuff that I do gigs at. I get that, and it's like, I bet you like that dirty shit. I'm like, what is it?
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
What is it?
entire
Yeah, it was
life.
because I was sitting there with my leg and I was wearing a skirt and I had just finished my set. Did well, and I was like, all good, sitting there. My legs on fire, I was sweating. chilling. And then
You were just like
someone's like,
decompressing.
what is like, you better close your legs. You don't really know, and try to like do little snarky comments about my vagina.
and you're
I'm
like,
you've never seen
A boy person?
a man, a grown man.
All right.
Like an old man, like in their 60s.
oh
50s,
my
60s.
god.
In the green room?
Oh, goodness. no. Yeah, his name was Brendan. Like, no, it was always like outside. It's always the people outside because
Yeah.
usually you
Stragglers.
can't do that with comics. Come on, if you want to have a career, you can't go around shitting on comics specifically.
Yeah. You
Because
can't
you're
tell
a
them
dumb
that.
fuck.
Oh, close your legs.
Yeah. Because that's. It just blew. Because the thing is, I didn't know what to say. Because usually I'm like, yeah. Before I was like, you just talked to my vagina.
To my face.
To my face, which I never mention on stage. I never go, my pussy's this specific color. I'm just like, I make jokes about fucking. But
yeah. You haven't mentioned your vagina by name.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Old Indian dudes are the worst to me.
Oh,
Yeah. For it's the Pakistani Indian
Oh,
dudes
my
are
God.
the worst.
The worst.
It's not the.
They either think they can do a better job than you,
Yeah.
or they're gonna shit and think you're embarrassing.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that you get two sides of like a
Wow.
fucking brutal.
you have an agenda.
You have an agenda. You're embarrassing us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing this specifically to bring down all brown people.
Oh,
Well, that's what my parents say about me.
You're doing that specifically for all brown.
Oh, brown.
Yeah, you're bringing this family down. The Irish, Scottish people are fuming.
Yeah, it's just because of all those Indians, man.
Yeah.
Well, next time if some guy is sitting in with the skinny jeans and with
like,
the
I don't wanna see a massive clit.
with the leg spread, it was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see one of your balls.
Yeah, I don't want to see your
you need
mangina.
needs to have some symmetry. Have both balls.
For me, it's like I don't want to go anywhere or talk about your genitals.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just thought we were living in the same
Everyone
world
talk
where everyone
about the weather and just chill out.
Yeah,
like,
just-
just literally be civil.
I was like, I'm living in the real world where we don't talk about each other's genitals to each other's face.
It's
right?
crazy.
No, we don't.
You won't go up after like a Beyonce concert and be like, yo, Beyonce, nice vagina. What color is it? What color really is it? And then Kim Kardashian comes out with like new color for a vagina. She's like new vagina colors.
You can Photoshop your vagina.
Want a glittery pussy like Kim K?
Glittery. The pigment
The pigment's so
is outstanding.
real. So real.
Oh
It comes
my
in two
God.
different shades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brown and white.
Brown and white.
Exactly, because that's all there is.
I cannot fathom that
He's
question.
like two pussies?
That you
What?
have you've been asked that question.
That's crazy.
What color is your vagina?
Yeah,
Nobody
I've
has
been
asked me
asked.
about. Now I'm thinking, what's happening? Nobody's asked me the color
Yeah,
of my
man,
dick.
I get a. That's
Nobody's
right.
asking me the color of
That's
my
right.
dick.
The fact that I've kept my cool for this long throughout this whole fucking thing.
I'm still here. Why am I still here?
Because I'm obsessed with comedy and I'm in love with it.
Yeah.
And I love what I'm doing right now. That people don't see the darker side that I see. Unfortunately, that was part of the joke. There's a dark side. But yeah, it's a weird dark side that I get sometimes. And I'm just like, it's discouraging, but fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
if, you
What are you
can,
gonna
if it
do?
makes you talk about me, then talk about me, bitch. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I did my job.
If you get last, then it's,
Yeah,
And also-
that's my
that's
main
it.
thing.
That's
That's
it.
all I take from it.
There's no point running away from it.
Yeah,
you
I
you gotta
don't.
engage and
If
deal with
anything,
it.
it fuels what I want to do.
Yeah.
It fuels my anger and like
Yeah.
hunger to be funnier and
Yeah.
push the boundaries more.
Yeah,
oh, for sure.
I got that on Facebook. I have a few friends who are
Yeah.
still my friends,
Brag.
Yeah.
kind of friends.
Brag.
I
There's
have
that
friends.
Brag.
Edamon has friends.
Yeah.
That's a brag.
This guy dropping truths out
Truths
here.
that are- But they were even my flatmates and stuff, and But
Mm.
and they are quite right wing, and they're quite
Yeah.
anti-immigrant and all that. But
You lived with them?
I live with them,
You
and
sneaky. You use a lot of Fair and Lovely? Just to make you look super white?
I talked. I mean, the guy used to say that the house was dirty because me and my girlfriend were brown and from Pakistan or India. He used to. I said, "Fuck you, man. The American dude is the guy who's leaving his dishes out. I'm not the
Yeah,
one."
yeah.
Why are
Oh
you
my
talking
God.
to me like that?
Literally, the same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
And I was oh God. So like, okay, recently I broke my leg in February, right?
Yeah.
I got into a lime scooter accident and broke my leg in two places.
Fuck lime scooters. You know what
I'm
we
in
need?
a lot of pain.
See,
but
that's
You
the
know what we
whitest
need?
thing I've ever
that
heard.
is the widest thing I've done.
We don't. You know what we need?
Yeah.
We don't need e-scooters.
Yeah.
We need condoms.
We do need condoms.
Oh, wow.
People don't know the concept of that. We're like, yeah, me and Ed are fucking after this.
Yeah, there's a
We
big
don't
bit-
need.
There is
It's like-
there is a callback to this joke that we did not record. So.
Especially you sitting like, shut the fuck up. We're gonna get condoms now. Yeah, no, I was in a lime scooter accident, and then I was flying with my friends.
How did that feel?
Okay, fucking air quote on people that I knew.
Yeah.
I'm flying with them. My boyfriend is a 6'2" Sri Lankan man, so he's dark.
What's his number?
Singlish, yeah. It's like he used to play basketball, so he dresses like a black dude,
Yeah.
and like talks like a black dude, acts like a black dude. But he drives an Audi, he lives in Rimwell, and went to grammar. Like, drop your shit if you're listening. I love you, baby. So together we obviously like the most ethnic couple.
Yeah.
And when I got into my accident, he moved in a little bit to bathe me, feed me, or whatever. Things were
Foreplay,
starting,
you know.
yeah, foreplay, that sexy shit.
The mukbang.
Things were starting to go missing in the flat. And then who do you think got blamed first? Me, bedridden,
Yeah.
and my partner who was bathing me most of the time.
Holy shit.
So we were getting blamed for things going missing.
Mm.
And there was another couple, they were a white couple. And my friends, well, I'm not going to call them my friends anymore because they ain't. Because they were
Ex-friends.
those people. They've known me for like nearly 10 years. And they were white girls. And they know me for so long, but they still blamed us. Even though we straight up were like, look, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you've known me for 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm bedridden, and why would you think? And then, Ken got blamed for it a lot. So
Man.
yeah, man, it was hectic, and this was like
So in your own home. Like,
in my own home, and I had to get out of the house. They kicked us out. They took.
you're
Who
like,
was it
I
in
can't
the end?
walk.
So they said that their release was going up, whatever. And so this couple were like, "We're getting blamed for stuff," and I was like, "No, you're not." They left,
Yeah.
and then we had to gap it because they still thought it was us.
Damn.
And I was like, look, and I sat down and I'm like, God, I was bandaged up. You should see me before, like, fist. I was bandaged up and I'm like, look, you can't do this to me right now. I have no place to go. I had to live in my dad's garage for a bit because my mom also
Yeah.
kicked me out afterwards as well.
Yeah.
That's another fucking
Oh my
story.
God.
But yeah, I had to live in my dad's garage until like 2 weeks, and then I found a place in Mount Eden. And then I did fist, and then good shit started happening. But yeah, that's bigger racial shit that happened
Yeah.
to me. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I had to filter it. And I was like, really? I didn't even use it for 10 years. I was like, fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, the
That's
guy used.
horrible, man.
Oh, dude.
It is
so
fucking
weird.
insane.
So horrible.
So it's horrible, but it's also like, I dealt with it.
Yeah.
I'm against like we sold out 2 nights, but out of our 5-night show. But
Oh, wait. We sold out 5 nights.
you sold out 5 nights.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you can suck a dick. I sold out 2 nights.
I don't want to brag, but they opened 3 nights for someone.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
good
it's
job.
shit like-
Good job. Good job.
Good job, man. That's insane.
Thanks, man.
That's-
I really
it's
put the hard
so-
work in.
It's
But
8 minutes.
she's Renee is very hard on herself. She did
Renee's
first
a
night.
hard worker and she's a very good comic and she shits on herself a lot. But
Oh my god!
she can
Stop
shut the fuck up.
reading
because-
these
Yeah.
post-it notes
Yeah.
I gave you.
Give me the money.
She's a piece of shit.
Piece of
Yeah,
shit.
you're a very good
Piece
comic,
of
babe.
shit. Oh, stop it.
Don't act, don't like and that's the number one thing that we get into this mentality where
Yeah.
we're like, no, it's fine. We belittle ourselves without knowing it,
Yeah.
and then we project something that we're not supposed to. But that's because we're trying to be humble.
Well, because like you
'Cause
want to be humble, so you
Also,
don't
women
look
aren't
like-
supposed to be like,
Yeah.
but dudes out here, some people who've been doing comedy for not long, go out here and think they're God's gift to comedy.
And
Yeah.
I think it's really important to like not be hard on yourself, but critique yourself to a certain extent because then you keep growing. If you
Yeah.
go, I've figured it out, then you're not going to keep growing and keep
Yeah.
improving. There's a usefulness in being critique
Exactly.
of yourself.
Exactly.
But also like if you're just like stunting yourself, that doesn't
Yeah,
work.
and
There's a
that's
fine
another
line.
thing. But this is another thing that I'm like trying to get out of, and I see a lot of female comics do it. It's like whenever we give them a compliment, they're just like, "Yeah, nah, okay," and then they kind of take it as like the smallest bit. I'm like, "Look, we can't be like that anymore
Yeah.
because we're up against on stages with men who have confidence, men who believe in themselves constantly, and tell you to your face to a point where you start to believe it,
Right, yeah.
and you're just like,
yeah.
fuck, if I'm just if I get into a level of like proper confidence, I'm going to be a better comic that way."
Well, that's the
Yeah.
basic concept of each and every self-help thing
Yeah.
that you've ever read or listened to. Just if you tell yourself that you're good, you'll be good.
yeah.
You know, that's why.
It's a lesson humans find hard to learn, though.
Yeah.
That's why it's there always, because it's a hard journey to go into a moment
Yeah.
where you're like, I'm worth all this because I've done it.
Yeah.
And I put my hard work into it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
women are put into a place where they can't talk about it. It's just hereditary.
Yeah.
We're always told to be like mousy about shit.
Yeah.
and then
That's the perfect word, eh? Mousy.
Yeah,
perfect
mousy.
word.
You see people like Donna Brookbanks. You see people
What does
like
that
Rana.
mean, mousy?
She's so good.
Mousy isn't like people who like do really well, but then they don't take the full credit for it. It's like,
Alright,
yeah, okay,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
whatever. Donna Brookbanks, you, Hannah Campbell, everyone. When you see these women on stage, and then they completely destroy a crowd,
Mm-hmm.
and they come off and they're so coy, you're just like, how can you be coy after what you just did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see dudes who go off there, do like an okay job, come off thinking they're God's gift to comedy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're living in the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
We have to switch the conversation.
Yeah.
We've got to get women involved.
It's so hard to like with instincts. Like I know I'm really bad with instincts because
Yeah.
I don't listen to them.
Yeah.
I think I do at the baseline. I have all right instincts, but I
Yeah.
never go with them. So
Yeah,
I'll
because
come
you
off.
doubt it.
Yeah, and I'll come off stage and be like, "Ugh."
Yeah, you
But
doubt
whereas
it.
if I just go with it, it'll be a
Yeah.
lot easier to navigate the
That
whole
high
thing.
that you ride when you get that big fucking laugh.
Yeah.
Imagine you taking that home, putting it in your fucking pocket, and taking it to every single gig.
Yeah.
You're gonna get better.
Imagine the high of like, you know, when I finally managed to sell a shoe care at work.
Yeah,
Like take that
yeah,
to the
yeah.
stage because that is when I can put on my little tally sheet that I
it's
sold
just
it.
like I sold
bulletproofing spray.
some me shoes.
Shoe care is like it warranty?
What do you mean warranty?
What does it mean by shoe care?
It's like, so there's a waterproofing spray
Mm-hmm.
for the outside of the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
There's an odor eliminator, which is hard to sell because people don't want to hear about.
stink.
Yeah, people are like, oh, they need that.
What the fuck?
I've started calling it
dare
a cleanser for inside the shoe. And people are like, oh, I need it.
Yeah, you look like you
Uh,
smell like shit.
yeah,
you need these.
You haven't showered. You can use it under your arm. Yeah, so you basically just have to sell that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the extras.
There's
on
the
top of
extra
it.
aspects.
Yeah.
You see, but women don't take that. I feel like every time I'm like more observant of people on stage and like their demeanors and stuff. Women never sit on their high. Never.
Nah.
Like actually genuinely never.
Nah.
Like you see Donna who does such a good job come off stage and sometimes she's like, yeah, I did all right, whatever. I'm like, bitch, I would pay money to get what you're doing.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, Donna is so good.
She's so good,
She
eh?
did she was one of the performers in the
Laugh
Save the
Laughs?
Children thing that I did.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
save the children.
Right? So she was one, and she came to me and said, during the event, she said, "Can I try some new stuff?" I said, "Fuck yeah! It's a fundraiser,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and if you think it works, just do it."
Do it, yeah.
And then people are still telling me that she was one of the funniest in the crowd. I mean, they were like,
Yeah.
what's his name? what's his name? Who does like he
Okay.
says 10 minutes and does 20.
Every white male comic.
Lovegrove?
So he's done 25 years. So he killed it. So but after that, people are still mentioning to me Donna Brookbanks.
Yeah.
And I tell her every time, and she's like,
Yeah, see, that's what
and
I
she
don't
did
get.
so well. She's so good.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying to like talk to girls about it, especially
Yeah.
comedy, because I self-doubt and full of anxiety all the time. Every time, I battle with anxiety and depression all the time.
Yeah.
And then seeing women who also like have anxieties and stuff and
You
do
want
a
some
fan-
whiskey? Get some
yes.
whiskey.
and do exactly drink up
Drink.
that do such a fantastic job,
Yeah.
but because we're conditioned almost
Yeah.
to doubt ourselves regardless if
Yeah.
we do a good or bad job, we have to find what went wrong. And I'm
Yeah.
like, if we're stuck in this mentality of what went wrong, we're never going to enjoy the fucking journey.
That's the thing too.
And-
I also don't want to lean on being like awkward and kitschy and stuff. Like I do want to have the confidence. Like,
yeah, and you
I,
do, bitch.
And I do feel
she
like
acts like she. you
like
just
I
see
want to
when
come
you're
up on stage
yeah.
and be like, you know,
Yeah.
shooting bullets and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
like
because
that's
it's
the vibe I want
important.
to be bringing.
Yeah, but you're like sometimes you get into a level of like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen?
Right.
And then that's our brains.
Yeah.
It's our brains. It's all us. It's our brains.
Yeah.
If we get into if we get it to make it normal, it's gonna become normal.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
the more we do it, the better it'll be for the people the women that want to come up after us.
yeah.
That's what it is. It's just trying to change the game a little
Yeah,
in
man.
a positive way for chicks to be able to talk about shit that dudes talk about and that aren't funny. The
Yeah.
way they talk about it.
And I believe that women are talking about stuff that dudes talk about now. Like
Oh yeah,
women talk about whatever they want on stage all
Yeah.
the time. I think it's great.
absolutely.
Yeah. There's always
100%.
going to be people who don't agree.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, women are getting up on stage and saying what they want
Exactly.
at the moment, which is
yeah,
great.
which is fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
I have noticed one thing. Generally, if women are talking too much about sexual stuff,
Yeah.
they people, oh, you're so left field.
Yeah.
You talk about this. It's so
Yeah.
great. Blah blah blah.
Outspoken.
But yeah, and
I get it all the time.
almost like 60% or
Yeah.
80% of people, the boys, they talk about their dicks all the time. Dick pics,
Yeah.
dick pics, right? And then they never get told about, oh, you're so
too sexual.
you're so out of the
Yeah.
you're out of the box.
Yeah.
None of that. So that is one thing that happens as well, that there's a assumption
Yeah.
over women that you
can't be that
you
sexual.
can't be that
I
sexual.
literally, when I come off stage, like a gig a week ago, the guy goes, well, that went sexual real fast.
And you're like,
I was like, yeah, like the sets that was just before me,
Just before.
they also went super sexual.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I went sexual because you're like, she spoke English.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, shut up.
It's so
So
And
dumb.
your set is not even that sexual.
It's not even that sexual. It's
Not
like
even that
one or two
sexual.
fucking jokes about fucking.
it's the same level as other people who like everyone else talks
Some
about
dudes do
sex
some
on
gross
stage.
shit
Yeah.
upstage. And even they're like, what a risque, cute comedian.
Mm-hmm.
If I went up there and started talking about fucking fisting, that's going to cause...
You're gonna get
That's
followed
a
your
good
car.
topic.
Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of followers on my Instagram.
It's a good
To my
topic.
car.
It's a good topic, but
Fisting is scary.
I'm scared of
It's
fisting.
scary.
I'm like,
But you're scared because you're the one who fisted.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
the
great.
woman...
I'm
feel like-
scared.
take a
I will
forearm fist.
literally rip into. So
Yeah.
I can't. I'll tell you.
I would
One of
break.
my
I
one
would
of my
break.
destroy.
I would
one of
Like
my
the Thanos, just like fucking...
shit.
just through the other side.
one of my girlfriends in the past, she was
Oh shit!
You're
Here
holding
we
it
go.
out.
Here we go.
she was, out of the 4 that I've had in my lifetime. So
Stop bragging.
All right.
3, one didn't
Pussy
work.
destroyer.
Yeah.
No, but that and she was into the other hole. So she was she was into anal.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, why I don't want to. It's, I mean,
It's
it's
an
not
asshole.
It's painful, and then it's like,
Yeah. Leslie's like, what do I say?
I was like, I know if you like it, I'll do it, but
Yeah.
I'm just. Are you okay? It's
It's scary because you
It's
haven't been
scary.
down that row.
You're not in this. You're not her. So you
yeah.
don't know.
I haven't had anything stuck in my ass as well.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know.
Are you also one of the straight men that like every time you go near their asshole they go no?
No,
Like
no,
they've- something's gone wrong in their past and they don't want to talk about. You have
start
secrets.
screaming.
You have secrets.
Yeah.
No. I'm. I've got.
No,
you
no,
know,
I'm all into fisting.
I've got lots of. But fisting is way too. It's a lot of.
You can do like a
circumstance.
thumb and a finger.
Thumb finger is okay.
Fantastic, yeah.
Finger is fine because
fantastic.
that's the same.
Fantastic.
Good, great, wow.
Amazing.
That's the same size of shit that's comes
Yeah.
out. So it's okay to
Women give
put the
birth.
same.
yeah, but that's
but
at the
not from-
vagina, not at the butt.
Not from
Like-
the ass, you know.
Ass stuff
Nobody's-
is always so scary.
It's but I got used to it because I got used to it. But initially I was too gentlemanly.
You got into it, so
which
you
was
did
not.
anal for a long time.
It was not. It was very gentlemanly. At the start,
were
I was
gentle,
I was
then you got
trying
rough.
to be gentlemanly. Like, do you want me to? Do you want me
Yeah.
to? Are you sure? Are you sure? Again and again.
Yeah.
Are you sure? But that was a
Yeah, that's
choice.
super hot. When
That's
you're
fine.
like, yeah, fuck me in the ass. And the guy's like, you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you okay?
That is
Are you
so
sure?
funny.
Are you too good?
And
Yeah.
I cannot understand why guys are into it. The thing is that there's so many homophobic. Like 50% of the guys are usually homophobic.
Yeah.
Not homophobic, but not into gay sex.
Yeah.
But they want to
Do butt stuff.
put their penis into an asshole.
I've had men
Right,
message
so-
me specifically only ever about anal.
Yeah.
Like, do you like getting tied up and doing butt stuff?
That's so specific.
So specific. And I'm like, cool, what's your name again?
yeah. Where? What is your
What's
address?
your
The police
address?
are on their way.
But why would you want to put your penis into a shithole? Just for it's. I mean, for just. I can't understand
There's
if
a
you are
level of
homophobic.
stimulation some women have.
If you are homophobic
yeah.
and then you want to do
You
this
like
to
anal
girls,
sex. Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So it's like they have this prejudgment of men doing anal sex, but when they do anal sex, it's not gay because it's a chick.
But it's the same asshole.
It's the same asshole.
Assholes
Yeah, that's because
don't discriminate.
homophobia, once again,
Because
doesn't make sense.
everyone's got a butt.
Everyone's got a fucking asshole. It doesn't make a sense. The homophobia.
It doesn't make
is-
sense.
It doesn't make a sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Everyone has an asshole. Some people like ass stuff. Some people don't. You don't necessarily have to be straight or gay to enjoy shit.
Exactly.
It is
It
all
does- you don't have
sexual.
to
It's
be
all
gay.
sexual.
It's
Men the homophobic people just want to find a reason to hate things.
Yeah, that's true.
And because they're gay and because they don't understand it, they're just gonna fucking hate it. The anal it's just something they can accuse. It's not supposed to go in that hole. God's watching.
God's watching.
It's
I
meant
hope
to-
he came too.
It's
God's
meant to
watching.
go in the triangle, not
I hope God
triangle, pig,
God
round
gets off
hole.
to this
Not
too.
the thing that was designed as a whole.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
for poop.
I'm all for anal. It's okay.
All right,
Good
calm
long
down.
as- as long as it's-
that's what we're gonna call the podcast.
I'm all for anal.
I'm all for
it's,
anal.
it's all for anal.
Anal for all.
Anal for.
As long as it's my asshole, it's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Would you do
Well,
butt stuff?
You can consent.
Have you gone done butt stuff for your to
Have you
yourself?
gone done
babe?
butt stuff?
Nobody has done
Give me a
that
couple
to
whiskeys.
me.
I go real southern. You gonna do some butt stuff?
I haven't done that. I haven't done any butt
Have you been
stuff.
pegged before?
No, I haven't been pegged.
And why is that?
But because
Because he's homophobic. That's why.
Red. Roasted.
no, I don't mind. I'm like, it's because it's quite a sensitive area, so I quite like it. I think
Because the guys
things go
G-spots in their
inside.
asshole.
Yeah, it's the
They put,
process.
Google it.
People
The
put like Bibles up their butt.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Have you
that-
seen like those things that, like
People-
they found
my-
they
my-
found a statue of Jesus up his butt and he's like, I don't know how they got there.
my brother my brother is a doctor, and in Pakistan he was doing his
And you're a comedian?
and he was doing the forensic thing. I'm gonna pass over that.
Yeah. Don't talk about our siblings. We're both brown comedians. We're like, yeah, my sister's
They're
a lawyer.
doctors. Yeah,
So
they're
I'm like,
doctors.
whoa.
So he used to tell me these stories about people just coming to the hospital with potatoes in their ass, and then they say, I just sat on it. Have you sat on a potato
Well,
and
why
then
is a
it got
potato
into
on
an
the
ass?
couch for you to sit on? Like that's
Yeah.
not potatoes aren't.
Just say you're a little freak.
Yeah, just
You know
say
what I mean?
that.
I'll respect you more if you were like,
Just
I'm
say
a
you're
little freak.
little horny.
I like
freak.
a little potato,
Yeah.
hash browns.
I put a potato in my ass. I don't know how to take it out.
See,
Please,
that's
can you take
okay,
it out?
Now that's another thing is people putting shit up their ass is a common thing.
Oh, it's so common.
It's a
It's
good thing.
so-
If you want to put things in your ass, you are allowed to put things in your ass. Why is there a
Yeah.
stigma against people think?
Because
Because
I
people
assume
get
it'd
them
be
stuck in their ass and they have to
painful.
go to ED and it's embarrassing. It's like people don't get stuff stuck in their vagina.
well,
They
that's
just,
a planning issue.
sometimes.
That's not a
right.
sexual.
it's
Sometimes
an
if you're with
execution
someone
issue,
gifted.
yeah.
You gotta plan it. You can't. I mean,
You have a backup plan.
you gotta backup plan. You gotta put a string or something to.
It's like a
in it.
tampon
You know
for your
what?
butt.
It's like I like the fact that I'm on your podcast and the first now we're on to like putting stuff up your ass.
It is with Ed. It's like he's always talking about poop anyway, so it's
Uh,
you know.
and you know I'm gay for Tom Cruise. So
Oh, you are so gay for Tom Cruise.
But would you do stuff to him, or would you want him to do stuff to you?
Interesting.
Oh, everything. Come on my face. Everything.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
so that was
that's
quick
fine.
to that one.
I didn't ask that. I was like, would you take him on a date? Oh, he's like, let him come on my face. Let him come. Why? He's weird.
Straight come on my face.
He'll probably trap you.
He's beautiful.
He'll
He'll make you drive Uber forever.
He'll force you to like jump out the plane or something.
See, the thing
Yeah.
is, I don't agree with his beliefs. You know,
Scientology is
It's
fucking
Scientology
weird.
and shit. But you
That's
know,
some good shit on shrooms.
you know the first or the second Mission Impossible Tom Cruise. I'll take come on my face. It's all
Yeah,
right.
he,
It's okay.
he has a tooth in the middle of his head. Do you know this?
What?
Google it. Google it. His tooth. Why he's got a tooth that's in the
Yes,
middle of his head.
I've seen that.
Really?
I've seen that.
That's why it's he's a
That is such a thing.
you'll see it and you'll never unsee it in your life.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
fucking
seen that.
weird. His tooth is like smack bam in the middle.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That
You
is
want to
weird.
fuck that?
I mean-
It's like I would fuck that.
You're like,
No, and he can do anything to me as well. I don't really mind. It's fine. We had a whole episode about that. I don't know
Yeah.
if people.
Yeah, you know what? I'll listen back.
he
Like,
loves
this is the
Tom
same
Cruise.
It's
I think
just-
our homophobic
Yeah.
listeners might tune out soon.
They're
but
gone by now. They're
Yeah,
gone. They're out of here,
gone.
man. They've
They're
locked
gone.
off.
They're locked off.
They are listening to a Christian podcast.
How have you been with your material? How has your material changed the longer you've been doing stand up as a
Oh.
person of color?
Well, besides the being person of color thing, it has changed from shit to better. Right. That's. I mean, for
I
the
feel like we can all say that
for
we
the-
all went from
for first 1.5 years,
airplane food.
for the first 1.5 years, I was absolute shit,
Yeah,
and I knew it as well. But I just
Yeah.
kept doing it and doing it.
that's
and
what
doing
it is. It's consistency.
But what I try to do is, and it's been a fallacy that I don't want to go into I'd never want to do an Indian accent. I don't want to do an Indian accent. But now I think that this is my culture, and Pakistani Indian accent is the same
Yeah.
accent. I can do it sometimes.
Exactly.
So now if I know how to do it,
Yeah.
I already have a slight one, but I can't do that that one.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do that one.
He looked at me, pointed at me, because I do it. I do it because I grew up with two accents.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Came home to a full-blown Indian accent.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I stepped outside, I was in New Zealand. So
Yeah.
I had. That's why it's funny to me because I get it.
Yeah.
And that a little twang it's humorous and
And one thing that I want to do is that, I'll talk about that later. But as far as my material concerned, I have, I don't talk about airports. I used to talk about that because I'm
the obvious
because
joke.
I'm Muslim and all that, you
Yeah.
know. But now I'm thinking that it's my experience, so why can't I talk about it?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. See,
that kind of thing.
I'm coming
So-
more into my truth as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, why am I not saying the most obvious things? Oh, it's because it's my truth and I don't want to say
Yeah.
it.
Oh, exactly. And
Yeah.
you have to say your own material. Like, it's about being creative, and you want to go for stuff that's specific to your
Yeah.
like life.
Your
You know,
view.
like.
Absolutely.
But it's also hard. Like for me, it's quite hard if I just go on stage and talk about something. Not the word's not mundane, but if I don't go shocking, people just don't care.
yeah.
I have to go shocking to get people to know this because I'm
give a
like a
shit.
tiny little baby
Yeah,
on stage. Like it
exactly.
has to be something of,
Yeah,
like
which is
to
so-
grab attention.
yeah.
So it's just I can't like. Whereas like
But
a
that's
lot of
like a
white
chick
dudes can
thing
go on stage
too.
and be like, but Tinder, like real mundane, tame stuff, and they can get a laugh.
Oh,
Or not get a laugh.
fucking shit.
But you have to get
The
creative.
level of like.
Yeah, you have to get creative about the stuff you say.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people are gonna either expect it or just not be interested. Not
This is me gonna.
captivate
I'm
them.
gonna because I've had 3 whiskeys now, so I can shit. I'm gonna shit on the fact that New Zealand media has like fed into the white male privilege into a level of insanity, and so
Everywhere has.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so and it's now it's like filtrated into every art aspect as well. So that's why we you know all these like we have to any perspective that's different from that perspective is considered wild and weird.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, what? Ethnicity or sex or, you know, things. It's like, oh my god, he's not talking about, you know, his cat. Or like,
Yeah.
you know, his like wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or his like girlfriend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Girlfriend joke. Every rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mundane,
I'm
like,
that's crazy because now one thing that I do nowadays, I'm trying to work on a bit, which is drive-by shootings. So I live in Karachi. So I live in Karachi, and I grew up with that. You
Yeah.
know, in my area, there was a whole lot of
Yeah.
gang stuff happening and political things. Shit
Just
happening.
so just the South Side.
It's a thing. Yeah.
I was
So-
born in America.
It was such a thing that, but now when I do it and I laughed it up, and when I tell comedians, they laugh. They're like, "Oh, this is fucking insane. This is great."
Yeah.
And when I do it in front of crowds, I get nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, how should I make it even more
Palatable.
lighter? More palatable, more
Yes,
lighter.
That's what it
I
is.
understand
Our
that,
truth
yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
palatable yet.
Yeah.
Because we haven't said it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we have to be able to, we've got to make sure that we dilute it down so it's not too close to the reality.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
stuff that I've said on stage that people are like, oh, like that just kind
Oh
of bum
my
me out. It's
God.
like,
They're
but
like-
if I say it to like a group of friends, they're like, "Ha!" But then like the audience is like, "Oh,
People just come up to me and be like, Happy Diwali. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah.
I've been talking for 10
Yeah.
minutes.
And
Is that all?
it's. I mean, it happens with me in Ubers as
Right.
well. I mean, the guy.
That's such a shit joke.
Like last
such a bad
it's
joke."
not
eh?
funny at all.
last week in Ubers, in one of the Ubers I was driving, I got the Uber, and obviously it's Ahmed, so people always start with assalamu alaikum, blah blah, and I was like, okay, yeah, you think that I'm a great Muslim, but just relax. You know,
Yeah.
I've got whiskeys and shit.
Yeah.
And I love bacon.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like, have you had eggs Benedict with the bacon?
That sounds so good right
That's
now.
so good.
Oh my
I
god,
would
that sounds so
I
good
could
right now.
eat eggs Benedicts all day.
Right
And
now.
then-
Oh my
we
God.
should do a breakfast podcast.
Yes,
Like a brunch one?
That's the podcast.
brunch podcast.
Brunch bros.
/ mukbang.
They should do a podcast mukbang.
And-
It's all noise.
And video it.
Yeah.
Then the dude just asked me that, do you go to the mosque? I said, no, I don't.
Yeah.
And he said, so, and then he started lecturing me about, there's no way out. You gotta pray. If you don't pray, you're gonna go into this and blah.
This
And he
isn't
started
an Uber. This isn't
it
an
is
Uber.
fucking Uber. I said, you fucking guy, I'm a marketing manager in a thing and I'm earning a lot of money and all that. It's fine going for me. Why? And then he kept saying me, you got to come to the mosque on Friday and then you got to do this. And because, you don't want to, you don't want to go to hell and all that. So a lot of people do not understand, people in the crowd and people around us, they don't understand that we face two sides. So there's like the Western side saying that, oh, you got to be like this, and then our own families and our own groups,
Our community.
they want us to be in a certain way as well.
Yeah.
It's pressure from both sides.
I'm ostracized from my community completely.
Yeah.
And my family, because I'm doing talking about sex on stage.
Yeah.
I grew up in a community where every family event, women and men are separate, and we feed the men first before
Yeah.
we eat.
Oh, yeah.
And I've served with
crazy.
I've served with my right hand my whole life.
It says in my family as well.
That's so crazy to to grow up and mentalize that
Yeah.
and figure that out and figure out what that means to you and if you disagree or agree. That's
it's
really crazy.
And for me, it's like I've always pushed since I was a kid.
Right.
I got hidings my whole life because I would sit when the men were sitting. I would
Yeah.
get into the conversation when the men were getting into the conversation.
Yeah.
I would always talk about. I was telling my grandma, I'm like, look, I don't care that my dad and my uncle's sitting there. I'm gonna go sit there and I'm gonna
Yeah.
have the conversation. I got hidings over it. I got spat on once. It was horrible. Like things have.
God.
But that's because it's so stupid. Like no one's seen as equal, and
Yeah.
you can't. You're never the hero. That's the problem. They don't care until you've done it big time.
So it's
Right.
it's
Yeah.
it's like a both. It's like what am I trying to? Who am I trying to impress? Am I trying to impress this side,
That's
but
the
I'm living it?
problem.
I'm trying to impress my community, or I'm trying to
See?
impress
like
myself.
lose-lose situation.
It is.
What am I gonna do? Because I grew up Muslim, so but I'm not that religious.
See,
Right.
That's what
Eating
it
bacon.
is.
So I'm
Eating
not
bacon
that
with the
religious.
holidays.
So I make jokes about Islam as well. So
Yeah.
that would not be acceptable. So my parents have no idea what the
So
fuck
you
do I do.
you might as well just do what you want to do because there's no
Yeah.
pleasing anyone. So just talk
Sucks
about
up.
the color of your vagina on stage.
Exactly.
Just, like,
Color of your vagina.
You talk about your color.
I'm gonna
Ed,
talk about my color
Ed,
of my
talk
vagina.
about your color. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's weird, like different rules that you kind of grow up with. You grow up with not being like I didn't wear a bra to my grandma's 70th, and no one talked to me.
oh
my
my,
nipples were
that's
hard.
so sad.
You didn't.
I didn't wear a bra to my
At-
grandma's 70th birthday.
All right.
And then I did a speech, and I leant in.
Oh my
and
God.
my hard nipple touched the ice cream on the cake.
Touch the ice cream.
Because it was like, bloop. And so
Ooh.
it was like a hard nipple with icing on it.
And you're like,
My whole
hey.
speech.
And you're like,
As
hey.
my grandma came from nothing.
Ice cream tit.
And I'm like,
Ice
cream
cream
tit.
tit.
like looking at my frosting titty like,
That is so funny.
I think
Yeah.
that's the name of the podcast. Ice cream tit.
Ice cream tit.
ice cream titties.
Frosted
titties.
Frosted titties.
Frosted
Frosted
titties.
I
Yeah,
love it.
literally what happened. And so they didn't even feed me. They got so mad at me. All the men.
Really?
Oh,
Yo,
my
it's so
God.
bad. Men were saying this, and they're like, "You should get out. You have to get out." Oh, it's honestly so stupid.
Oh my
Because
God.
you touched
Stuff
the
is
ice cream.
dumb. Yeah.
Because you touched the
Yeah,
ice
and I was
cream.
like, after going driving home, like,
You're like,
I'm
saving
like,
it for
"Oh,
later.
And the guys were like,
sucking
"Oh,
on my own
I
titty.
can't enjoy this titty ice cream. All this being touched by
And I has
titties."
to cut it like around the big tit mark. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's dumb shit.
And then they all went home and
I always get
rubbed
trouble
one
for
off
dumb
anyway.
shit because I do dumb shit all the time.
Yeah. But that's like hilarious.
Yeah, and I
It's like,
push the shit. I get mad. I get old Indian ladies mad at me.
Yeah.
Old Indian men get mad at me real quick.
Yeah.
So good.
Girls
Like, you're
have-
all foreskin. No conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I was
No
like,
icebreakers.
You've never had an orgasm. I met this old Indian woman and I talked to her about orgasms.
Yeah.
She's like, I've never had
She's
one.
never had one.
She's never had one. She had kids, but she's never had an orgasm.
That is wild to me.
That is.
You ain't having fun. What are you doing?
Do you know how close I was to that fucking reality? Do you know if I had not fought and been like,
And got
okay,
your
I would have been in
titties
an
out with the ice
arranged
cream.
marriage, not having orgasms right now.
Yeah.
That is
Like
so...
I could have been that girl.
Oh my God. That makes me really sad.
It
makes
does,
me really
but it
sad.
doesn't mean people are talking about my vagina now. I've made it, guys. People have asked me what color my vagina is. So I'm like both ways, evil. You
You
know what
are
I mean?
living. You have broken free. You are out here.
What color's your pussy? I'm like, I don't know.
You're like, hell yeah.
I got frosted titties.
Oh my goodness, man.
It's like, I mean,
You just spilled
I just
whiskey on your shirt.
on my titty.
Yeah, whiskey titties.
Whiskey titties.
whiskey titties.
Whiskey dick.
Whiskey dick is the best dick.
It hasn't been.
I get whiskey
This
pussy though
seems-
as well, which is
Oh, you do?
you know what I mean? When you just have one too many drinks and
Yeah.
you're just like, come home, like open the door. Where is it? Take it
I
out.
can smell it.
I can. It better be washed. I don't care. I
Oh
don't
my
care.
God. I don't really drink. I'll have one rum and coke, and I'm like, well, I'm off to sleep. Goodbye. Like I'm just done. I'm
Yeah.
like asleep.
Yeah.
But you have to take care of the whole wheat thing as well.
I know. So I can only.
I mean,
have a rum and
I
coke.
would have given you a thing of this, but it says malt on it, and I was
Malt,
like,
look at malt, look
oh
at-
shit, should I
Can
give
I
it
have
to
malt? I don't even know. I'm like legit.
Why don't you
Taste-
have a sipples? Have a
No,
sipples. Have
because
some
girl,
sipples with
I was.
water.
No,
I
she's
was
gonna- she's-
chucking up at
she's-
2 a.m. the other night.
She's real celiac.
man.
She's like,
Oh yeah, I'm like, hey, have a sip, try it out. Taste it.
I ate no. So I ate
Risk
like
your life.
5 chips from a plate that had bread on the plate.
Mm.
Like that, I didn't eat the bread or the chicken on the bread. I ate 5 chips from the other side of the plate,
And you still.
and I got like I was chucking it like 2 a.m.
Shit.
So
Super intense.
I'm never eating again. Thanks so much.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So that's my sob story. You guys have yours.
Honestly, living with that would honestly be the worst.
but I
'cause you're
think you
like-
can drink. I'm worried about the whiskey because it has malt and all,
Just have barley in it.
some
I can't have
grain.
barley.
But vodka is potato.
Vodka.
Say
I can
vodka?
Have, I can have.
Vodka.
Yeah, he does.
Vodka.
Vodka,
Because, like,
vodka.
Vodka. As another, you're like old monk. That's you.
So good.
He's so Indian.
No, I can have triple distilled vodka,
Yeah.
which is like not all vodkas.
That's so trash.
I can have rum, so I
They
just
don't have
got
a
rum.
celiac type of alcohol, do they? Like celiac preventive?
Rum is fine,
Oh, great.
but that's about it. To be honest, that's all I go for.
Yeah.
Being celiac is
It's
such
okay.
a pain.
It's
Being
so
celiac is the
annoying.
most
So this
white
is-
thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
too.
it is.
Like it's so white.
Also, like, yeah.
I'm
So-
celiac. I can't handle bread.
So this is a single malt whiskey, and it says single malt whiskey is not gluten free.
Well, you trying to poison me, baby?
That's why I didn't give it to you. Otherwise, I would have given it to you.
It's good shit. It's warming me up. It's really cold today.
Oh, it's so cold.
It's so cold. It's getting way too
We
cold.
can turn that on if you are cold.
Is it on?
Yeah, just click it. Just there it is.
Wow.
35 degrees.
This is what your marketing.
No, it's
your
a
marketing
it's a
job
game.
does.
It's a game.
Should I
The
turn it
marketing
down?
job.
Or should I
No,
leave it?
it's gonna be fine.
You rock a hot 35 degrees.
I'm hot,
I run cold all the time. Like I have no body fat to keep me warm. Like
Yeah.
I've got quite a hairy
You're
face.
so- because
but
you're
I think it's because I'm like it's trying to like insulate me.
Yeah, because you're not like you're a little so cute,
I'm
but you're
a
also
little.
little, and the wind is it's cold. Like I'm a
Literally.
big girl and I'm cold.
Oh, I get so cold.
You must
My
be
hands. I'll
freezing.
shake people's hands. They're like, "Why are your hands so cold?" I'm
It's
like,
like,
"Because I'm
because-
dying."
Now
Like,
this
I'm-
is the biggest thing. Has anybody, like an older man or a
Taking you
woman,
I'm
seriously.
listening.
come and do your cheeks?
If they did that, I would fucking.
Oh, thank God nobody has
I
done
would
that.
kill him because it would make me break out. I would be like, "Don't touch my face."
Oh man, if you were in Pakistan,
If anyone
that
touches
would
my
have happened
face,
the first day.
Men
Some
touch
old
your
auntie will come
face.
in and say, "Oh, you're so cute."
I would.
inside
I
it."
would slap the hand away. Get away
Holy
from my
shit.
face. It'll break out. Don't look at me.
Honestly.
It's great. It's so fun being a woman,
A celiac lady.
a celiac lady, no constitution.
Do you have to? Did you before Angel? Did you have to like put like a disclaimer out right at the top that I'm celiac on a date or something? I'm a celiac.
How is
Girl, what dates? What dates? What? What?
I don't know. I thought you were killing on the.
The
She made him on Twitter.
people, you are celiac and ran away. That was.
You and Angel are very cute, though.
Oh, we're so cute.
You're
eh?
actually very, very adorable. I love seeing you two together, and he's so protective.
Oh,
He's
he's
so
a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is
He's a
so
piece of shit, but he loves you.
He does.
And you guys have this amazing relationship.
Oh my God, Mom,
Shout out to-
listen,
yeah,
Mom.
He's fine. He's
I'm
not
safe.
hitting her.
I am safe.
He's fine. Yeah, no. Which is it's always cool to see like comic couples.
It's
like,
funny though, comic couples. Like, it's
Oh.
really interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird because I wouldn't ever want to. I don't
No,
know. I
don't
would
do
never
it.
see it
No,
dating comic
don't.
acts.
Don't do it.
It's so weird.
'Cause,
What's gonna happen if it doesn't work out? Once?
It's really competitive as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get into a level, like especially like some people. Like I've seen people like trying to almost get into relationships with some comics, and it's
Yeah.
just like this ego. Like I can't believe you get this gig and I didn't get this gig and this gig and this. Gig.
yeah,
Yeah, that's no
It's just
good.
like grow up
I know.
and let me bust a nut.
It's like,
Like can't we just have orgasms and be fine and be funny?
exactly. That's my
That's-
plan.
that's
That's my
it.
actual plan.
That's
and if I
it.
stick to that, we're fine.
Yeah.
We are fine.
No, you guys are great. You guys are great because
Yeah.
you guys work together as well, which is
Yeah.
important.
Because we don't really write together or anything.
Yeah.
But we'll like, if we're at a gig together, we'll obviously like the second we walk in the room at Ding Dong, Gary's making a comment about us. But it's
Yeah,
kind of like
you
we're a
must
team.
You must get so many jokes.
We get a lot of jokes.
Yeah,
But
I can
we are a
see-
team though, but we also have completely our own material.
Yeah,
so
oh
it's
no, you're
like,
completely
it
different
works.
comics. That's the thing, is that you're
Yeah.
completely different comics, and which is fantastic.
Yeah,
because
which
it's so
works.
important to keep to your styles.
Yeah.
Because you'll end up
exactly.
becoming like one of those people, or couples even themselves,
Yeah.
become their partners. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Like pictures on Facebook of people like becoming their partners, and they
Yeah,
start to
they
look
look
the
like
same.
Oh my god! Thank
Yeah.
God, me and Angel look so different.
So different.
Oh,
We never look the same. No,
I have a brown partner, so we look like siblings until I kiss him in public.
and people are
And
like,
I'm like,
"Ugh."
I'm not his mum. This is my
so
partner.
And they're like, the Muslims
I
are
have
looking,
to be like,
it's okay, they're cousins, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, if you hold her hand, whoa. Dominion Road, if I'm holding the hand of my boy,
Yeah.
can't stop, man.
Crazy.
Really?
Wait,
Indian people are like, oh my god.
With my girlfriend, we went to last year's, not this year, last year's Eid. It's a festival after Ramadan. So we went to Eden Park for just check out the food and stuff, walk
I
around.
love Eid food, man.
And then we were walking around, but we were so careful that we grab our hand and hold each other's hands and
Yeah.
just looking around. If somebody sees us, nobody knows me here.
Right.
That can say, but she, because her dad has a lot of friends here. Her dad has friends in
Unless
Dunedin
you're
and
married,
everything.
even when you're married,
And then things just
Oh,
go,
because- oh.
just pass. They just fly like
Gossip.
like the ravens
they're
from
gossipy.
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And one crazy thing that happens is that whenever you tell someone if they are from Pakistan, they would say, "Where are you from?" I would say, "I'm from Karachi." "Oh, where in Karachi?" "Oh, I'm from North Nazimabad." "Which block?" I said, "Holy shit."
Oh, dude, Indians are like that
It's the
everywhere.
same.
My mom's Fijian Indian, my dad's Malaysian Indian.
Yeah.
Anyone they come across, if they're from the same place, like, whereabouts in Fiji are you from? "Oh, I'm from Latoka." "Whereabouts?" "Oh, behind this old school." "Okay, you go around, go down the livery, go past the temple, 2 temples down. You know the Naidus? Yeah, we're in the Naidus, and that's
so
it.
Good.
Oh.
It's
Holy
everywhere,
fuck.
even Malaysia as well. My dad's
Yeah.
Malaysian Indian. He's from Ipoh, and then they'll be like, "Oh, whereabouts in Ipoh?" You just go past the school, down the thing, Indians, that's how they talk.
Yeah, that's
Everybody knows
it's the same.
everybody, man.
In
It's so
Pakistan as
good.
well, it's the same thing. It's the same people.
It's because they want to incriminate you.
Yeah,
They want to know
and
where
then they
the
were
fuck
like,
you're going from.
Who is this person? Who is this?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, in Christchurch at the student health center, and I'm talking to this guy, and he's asking me all these questions. What the fuck do you want to know about where I live in Pakistan? And you live this area. I haven't seen you at the mosque lately. I was like, I don't go to the mosque that much, you know.
So judgmental.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
and
It's so crazy.
and
I've
I-
got other stuff to do, man.
Yeah. Some
I
people are like, you're not completely religious, like everybody. It's like, yeah, I'm not fearing for my life all the time.
next
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. I'm
Having some
chilling.
orgasms and
I'm
chilling.
chilling. I'm having some orgasms and I'm chilling.
orgasm.
I've
and
done some butt stuff. I'm
anal
in
sex.
Avon.
if the cleric community came to know about my feelings about Tom Cruise, I'll be banished.
You'll be done.
Banish.
You'll be done.
I'll
They
be
already
done.
know. You mean Ed Amon from the number 3 down the thing by the train station?
It's the same when I go to Napier. Like I know but the
Oh.
thing is that in high school I never hung out with anyone or did anything. So people I'll meet who are my age or around my age, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Do you know this person? This person?" I'm like, "No, I just stayed on site on Tumblr all day."
Oh my god.
But if anyone comes in to work who's from Napier, I'm like, "Oh, what suburb do you live in?" And they'll
Yeah.
be like, "This place." I'm like, "That's next to my place," and they're like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Oh, I thought that was amazing."
You know what?
But people don't care.
That's what it is. It's like Indian communities are just high schools.
Yes.
Indian communities are high schools,
Yeah.
and they every year they know everything about you.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Crazy, eh?
Sometimes I get asked to do like weird MC gigs that I do like for Indian communities. Fucking shit. I've worked on every Indian radio station in this country.
Wow.
And they don't pay me because I'm a woman. They
Yeah.
don't, straight up. They don't pay me because I'm a woman.
How do you get into that? Because I think I'm gonna get paid.
Because I got. You know what happened is I do ticking stuff sometimes, and then I taught.
Taken?
I
Game?
tick. You know, when you tick, you can get to radio. Indian radio, you've got a tick guy, and he does all the tick for you.
Oh,
and so I studied that. I have a diploma in radio
that was such a
broadcasting.
Kiwi
I'm
thing.
like, "No, ticking.
Tick.
I'm like, tick. And then what happened was I thought I was getting paid for this role. I go and this guy's like, "Oh, can you just teach this other dude some of the tricks?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool. Just this, that, and the other thing." They gave him the job. They got me
Oh
booted.
my god.
I will say their name. No, I won't say their name. But every Indian radio station, and I'm telling you, you're going on the ride right now. You're going to jump from every Indian radio station, realize they're not going to pay you enough.
Yeah.
They're not going to give you not even a time to do your own ideas. But that's because they're stuck in their ways. They've got old Indian dudes that pay big companies. That's it.
Chum.
And I went to radio school.
Yeah. Did you go to radio school too?
Yeah.
So did I.
Oh my god, what place?
I went to the one up here on Queen Street.
Oh.
Yeah, with the New Zealand Radio Training School.
Yeah.
I went to the Tauranga
Yeah.
radio school.
Cool. I think it's the same one. The radio
Yeah.
training school.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. A lot of comments come out of
They're
that.
so funny. And now we get sketches.
Yeah. See.
I went to business school. Dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
yeah, exactly.
you're-
That's what- you're
you're a
also a
man,
comic.
so-
You're also a comic.
You're
You're
a-
like dollars. I'm like, we're doing a gig next
Yeah.
week.
You are
It's
losing money
free.
and you're paying money to my boyfriend. I mean, he's going to spend it on tracksuits. This is
And,
not
Yeah.
economical.
Yeah,
Scott-
radio training school is fan. Kim Adamson was one of my lecturers. Kim knows Scott Blanks from Paul, because when Paul Ego, Jeremy Corbett, and
Name drop.
yeah, when they did the More FM, the More FM Drive show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did
I
the-
gotta pee.
Okay, the More FM Drive show. Kim was like one of the. He was a producer, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, crazy.
And so like he knows all the comic people, and I remember him talking about comedy back before I even
And you're
started.
like, what's that?
And I was like, wow, that sounds super cool and unrelatable. No.
I remember being at radio school and being like, one day I want to do stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
And
oh
now
my
and now I'm in
God.
the thick of it. I'm like, kill me.
I never thought I'd ever do it. I think I just kind of walked in one day and didn't tell anybody. I was like, I think I'm going to go try it.
Yeah.
And now I'm 3
Now
years
you're
in.
here.
Yeah.
Now you're
Now
doing
I
it.
made it.
I brought all of my uni friends with me to do
Oh.
comedy. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't even good.
But it's never good in the beginning.
Nah,
People
not
need to
meant to
throw
be.
that shit out the wall. If you're fantastic from the beginning and have not changed, you're not good.
No, yeah, that's actually such a good point, eh?
Yeah.
If you are the same, like you've plateaued.
Yeah, I'm scared. You're stagnant. And stagnant scares me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always like, I don't know how to write because I want to write more.
Because you want to like be changing it up and be trying new stuff and like yeah, for sure.
Especially for chick comics, because sometimes chick comics get into this category. of like doing these like womanly shit.
Yeah.
And you're just like, can we just...
That's why, like, it's really, but then it's like really hard to write a period joke because it's been done so many times. It's hard to get it to be funny.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, when you're like
50%
in
of
the
the
thick of your
population.
period, you're like, I just need to vent about this.
Oh
but
my God.
like, it's
You have to
also-
throw that in the back door because it's like, I don't want to make guys uncomfortable.
Right.
And that's the trash part of it.
But I also just love when I'm on my period telling everyone about it.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who you are. I'll be like, I'm on my period.
Yeah, I'm on my period. Like,
I-
leave me
I don't
alone.
care.
Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. I give less of a fuck. I've gone out the fuck door
Yeah.
because it's just blatant rudeness, I think,
Yeah.
when I go on my period. I'm just like, I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
My uterine
Yeah.
lining.
Yeah. But stuff is coming out
Yeah,
of
we
me.
talk about
Don't
periods
talk to
as
me.
soon as
As soon as he leaves,
We're
we're
just
like,
like,
period.
uterine lining.
Like, how long have we been recording for?
No. What about the uterine lining?
We were
It's
talking-
just coming out of me currently. So.
Yeah, we were just talking about periods and how but that's what it's like
I'm
being a
on day
woman
6,
comic.
you guys.
It's because guys can go up being like, my girlfriend broke up with me.
And you're like,
then-
yeah.
And we're like, oh, sympathy. And then when women be like, my period, everyone's like, get over it.
Yeah,
You've had
that's
to
true.
deal with it your whole fucking life. Why are you
That's true.
blah, blah, blah.
Having a period
Woman comic.
is like getting broken up with each month.
Yeah. It's
how it
generally like
feels.
getting actually beaten up.
Each month.
And each month, and you're like bleeding. And
For
you're
se-
like,
for 7 days.
And it takes your body, your brain starts to only think about it because you're like, I don't want to go to the bathroom because it looks like a fucking murder scene.
Yeah, like it's like a hassle whenever you're
Yeah.
having a shower or
Yeah.
going to the toilet. It's
Exactly.
like a whole thing. every
Yeah,
day.
when you shower and you look down, you're just like, I killed someone because it goes down the drain. Like it's
Yeah.
like fucking like end of every movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's over.
That's why I think that God was misogynistic. It was like,
Yeah.
holy fuck, I'm gonna give these guys a dick hanging outside. It's fine.
Yeah.
Take 1 minute to get all the pleasure.
Yeah.
There takes like half an hour to get the pleasure, and then every
If
month
you know it right,
got
it's because
shit.
you gotta take your time with that shit.
Yeah, and then
You've
every
wined
month.
and dined.
Oh my god.
you know?
Every month you have half your stuff from your uterus just
Out of
get
your
out.
body.
Your
Out of
body's
body.
like,
And now-
oh, like you didn't have a baby this month. Oh, well, I'll just get rid of it all then.
Exactly.
It's
You know
like-
what the thing is? Like you've lived with your partner for how long now?
Oh, like 3 years. We've been together 4 years. Yeah.
Cool. That's the same right. Now that you've been with a woman this long
Yeah.
and kind of seen her kind of, transform into this beast,
Yeah.
which is on her period. Have you
Oh,
come
I,
to
thought, I was like, what?
What a
When?
beast! Like, have you kind of come to terms about the female period? Have you changed your mind
As
about
opposed
it?
to the male period.
Yeah, as opposed to the Pakistani period that you get from Karachi,
Fair and lovely.
that very lovely period that you get.
Very lovely.
How does it differ?
It's just flowers coming out of the
Yeah,
vagina.
yeah.
yeah.
The-
It gets lighter and lighter each day.
Oh fuck! I'd love flowers to come out of there. It's just
It's
gushing like ah.
Bit of
I'm just like,
fertilizer.
You said it would be fucking flowers.
What if petals were just coming out of your
Oh
vagina
my-
for like 7 days?
To
Just
go to
like,
the doctor, I'm
just like, why are there
"Why?"
petals coming out of your jeans? You're
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
like,
it's
oh.
just the dung.
Why are you talking about my vagina for?
Deflowering, am I
God,
right?
deflowering. Oh, nice. I like that.
So I because I grew up because my father is a doctor and I grew
I
my
think
first
that's like, because my father had his periods.
all my education has been in biology, so I understood, and I didn't have any issues
Yeah.
with
But
that.
that's human body human body relationships.
Yeah.
So there's a level of dealing with it.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, where you've got to be sensitive and emotional and
Yeah.
And men get their period when we get the period when we get our period, especially our partners.
Yeah.
There's a level of they get that chemical balance
They-
of
Yeah, men
sympathetic
get it as
period.
well.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, men get it as well.
Huge.
Men,
Oh,
men
yeah.
get it. Men get it separate times. I mean, it's not organized in the sense that it happens every
You just
month.
have the emotional.
But it will be like it would be an emotional thing that you'll be all standoffish.
Yeah, you
and
know
I'll
why?
be
Because
like,
you're not
"Fuck
getting
this."
laid.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You're all backed
You've
up
been
and
cut
mad.
off.
I don't know,
Yeah.
something has happened.
It's just blowjob
Do you know
week.
what's weird about periods? It's just, okay, this is an observation. I don't know if you've had.
Say
this-
it.
Okay.
She's
So,
like, there's
we
a human
never-
head that comes out.
No, it's.
It that keeps
I just
staring at
have
me.
like full-grown babies each month. So I'm just having abortions each month.
Abortions.
So like we've had quite a few different flatmates over the last year. Like every 4 months we'll get a new flatmate.
Yeah.
But if I ever have a male flatmate, so
Yeah.
I live with Angel.
Yeah.
And if it's Angel and another male flatmate,
Yeah.
my period will come clockwork each month, no hassle. It'll just
Yeah.
happen each month.
Yeah.
When I live with chicks,
Yeah.
it's like all over the place. It's like it
Yeah.
doesn't know when it's starting, it doesn't know when it's coming late or early. It's like,
You're like,
living
I'm
with-
pregnant, I'm pregnant, I'm
Yeah,
pregnant.
Like, honestly, like, when I'm living with women, my period becomes like an indecisive, like,
Yeah.
woman bitch. And it's just like, I don't know what's
it's because
happening.
you sync. That's the fucking weird
it's
thing.
like when other women ruin my period for me and mess me
Yeah.
up. If I'm just with dudes all the time, it just
it's fine
sticks to
because it
its
sticks
own-
to rig.
it's just
Yeah.
like, figures
How
itself
weird
out.
is that? Some fucking magical shit.
Isn't that weird? Eh?
like we sync as humans.
I was like, why is my period going crazy? I'm like,
Listen.
oh, it's because a new female flatmate just moved in after a male flatmate moved out. I was like, what? Like, that's
We're
crazy.
actually like animals, eh? We've not
crazy.
we're not developed.
That's some
Just
Game,
so
Game of Thrones
I
shit.
wear some white people clothes, but I'm a prehistoric kind of fucking. I'm a monkey.
I'm
I know
an
it.
ape,
I'm
y'all.
just like, what's this period now?
No, for me, when that time comes
God, I'm so
for
drunk.
my
I
girlfriend,
just realized.
I just I just go into that mode
Google.
that it's fine. It's not my world now.
Yeah.
It's her world, and I just go with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you say that, and then she's like, "Deal with it."
Yeah,
Does she get you the bio, like, tampons and stuff?
yeah. There's a
That's
lot.
the hardest part
I
of
d-
my
I-
day. Is explaining to my boyfriend what type of tampon I need.
Yeah.
It's like every single time I gotta explain to you, bruh, regular.
Yeah.
You come with these stupid things, and I can't even shove them
Yeah.
anywhere.
No,
Can I just say to everyone listening,
Mm.
I rock a
Menstrual cup.
hearty maternity pad every month.
Nice.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
it's the maternity level
I used
pad.
to
It gets
sleep
me
in
going.
that, but I'm sweet.
Nah, I'm during the day, just maternity
Oh,
pad.
nice.
For the first 3 days, it's like just I can't
It's
be
like a
bothered.
big old diaper, and it's fantastic.
Oh, it is a surfboard, and I'm
It's a
like,
diaper that
surf's up, baby,
covers-
hang 10.
it's a diaper that covers.
Adult diaper.
Yeah.
Who's just
It
wearing
goes
it up
from
and up.
like your belly button to
Oh.
like the top of your back.
Honestly, though, that's another thing about women healthcare that we can't even fucking go into. It's just women healthcare sucks in fucking general.
Mm.
Like period pads and tampons stuff, they all got chemicals in them that are not good for you.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's just
Oh,
going right up your
There's a thing
hoo-ha.
called toxic shock. If you
Yes.
live
Oh yeah,
with-
I know about that. About tampons,
Yeah.
not about pads.
Yeah, they all have a chemical. They all base them in different chemicals. That goes in your pussy, bruh.
Yeah.
That shit it
right
makes you
up there.
sick.
And stays in there.
Yeah, it
for a
stays
while,
in
yeah.
there, and it makes you sick. And women who don't necessarily have this right education, they use all these things, and then they get really sick.
Honestly, like the first day when I don't have to wear anything down there. Once the
Oh.
period's finished, I'm like, oh, I feel so good. And it's
Oh.
like I'm free, nothing's
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm gonna worry for 5 days.
Yeah.
I'm generally scared all the time. Every clothes I wear, everything. Going to bed, waking up, I'm like, did I get on the sheets?
Yeah.
And,
I
that
sleep on the
guy-
towel for like the
Me
whole
too.
time.
How
Oh my
bad-
god.
For the towel.
This is a silence, a moment of silence. We're
I'm
sad.
listening. But the towel thing hasn't happened with my girlfriend yet.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a towel. I don't know about it.
Nah, man,
See,
there's a
we
towel.
usually like try to keep it. It's weird that we try to keep a secret sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I was like that in the very beginning. but
Oh,
now
I
I'm
got
boyfriend-
Michael.
I just walk into the bedroom. I'm like, I've got a towel. I'm putting it down. This is what's happening. See you in 5 days.
My girlfriend is no secret, so she'll be forgetting to flush every time
I'm
when she
terrified. I'm
during a
terrified.
period, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, there'll be a bloodbath in the toilet, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck happened? Oh, okay, I'll flush
Well,
it.
that's
It's okay.
great.
I
that you're
am
like
terrified.
that.
I don't know.
I'm scared
I'm
of
always
that.
checking. I'm like, get it
I'm
to
like
flush
triple
away.
wrapping shit and like,
Yes.
oh, I hope he doesn't see it. When he sees, I'm like, I'm sorry. I say
Nah.
apologize. Sometimes I apologize and I'm like, wait, and then
Nah.
he tells me not to apologize. He's
Why
like,
would you have to?
exactly? It's a weird. That's my stigma of
can't-
my period that I grew up with.
Yeah.
Is that when I had it, I had to apologize for it.
It's your thing, you know. What are you
Angel will
gonna do?
be like, oh, like I'll be like like
you
I
have
won't
another
even
glass?
I won't
You
even
don't have
go
another one?
hard out. I'll be like
You want ice?
Nah, sorry.
I'll be like my tummy hurts.
I'm brown. Remember?
My God.
Hardcore
You
drunk
guys are getting
bitch.
drunk. No, I won't even go into specifics. I'll be like, my tummy hurts, and he's like, I don't need to know, and I'm like, my tummy hurts. And
Yeah, and then he'll like figure it out.
I'll be like,
I had a
Just keep going.
ceremony when I first got my period. It was
my
just
God.
Oh
the
yeah,
worst.
it's not a Pakistan thing, but it is an Indian thing.
Yeah, it's a
What-
South Indian.
What
dad's
what happens
Tamil.
in the thing?
So originally, happens in Nepal as well. They have built huts for women who have their period,
Oh,
and when they
yes.
go, women die.
the red hut thingy.
People have died in the huts when they have their period because some women there's not enough earring or something,
Oh
and
my
then they
God.
suffocate in them.
Oh my God.
It's a reality. So,
What?
like, luckily, what happens is when you're period, locked in your house for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're locked in a room for 2 weeks. You can't see a man's face.
Like
You can't-
quarantine.
You're in quarantine. People feed you under the door.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in my intermediate in New Zealand. I was going to intermediate, how intermediate. I got my period for the first time at school. And home with my dad only.
Yeah.
And when he heard about it, he was like, "Oh fuck." My mom heard about it. They're like, "Oh shit." And
Yeah.
it was like from the very beginning. It was just like, I can't believe you got a period.
Yeah.
And then I was locked in my room for 3 days.
What by your parents?
Yeah, they closed the door on me. Like, I'm at home alone 3 days. No one can see me. No one can do that. And then they do a prayer where my uncle has to like pray for me and stuff like that. And
This is, I am so
there are
shocked by
photos.
that.
There are photos.
There are photos.
There are photos. I
of
was
you
in my
just-
room
of you just sitting on
of
your
me
bed.
getting a prayer, and I'm cutting this this big length of like white, yellow, red cloth. I cut into like 12 times for my life or something. Yeah,
What?
honestly, you
I'm
don't
so
understand.
shocked.
My life has been real weird. That's why I do comedy.
So shocked. Oh my
Yeah.
god. When I got my period,
Yeah.
I got it and it like I got it when I was like 15, which is kind of late. And then I noticed it like on like that 11 p.m. at night on a school night, and I was like, it's my period. I'll just do something about this tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so I just
Wake
didn't
up,
even
it was
I just didn't even tell anyone about it. And then I don't even think it was that bad. And I got
Yeah.
up the next morning, and then my mum gave me the stuff she had
Yeah.
bought me. And then I got out of the car, and she's like, "Well, good luck," and drove off. I'm like, "What? What do you mean?"
Oh my god.
But my story is like literally nothing compared to what you went through.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you just dealing with your period on the first day, like
Oh
first
my
time ever,
God.
you feel like the complete outsider.
Yes.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Your body, you're sick. You're
Yeah.
so sick right now. You're bleeding. You're sitting. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't use tampons till I was like 20 as well.
I don't use tampons.
Yeah.
I'm not a tampon girl.
Yeah.
I'm a pads girl.
See.
Some people, I mean, it is quite possible to think that some people might not enjoy tampons because there's that danger of that. What was the shock that you were talking about?
Toxic shock. Yeah.
Toxic masculinity.
There's a stigma for tampons in the brown community as well. Like when I
Right.
first started using it,
Oh,
was before I started having sex. But then as soon as you use it, you're a whore.
No
Yeah,
tampons.
yeah.
No
In
tampons because
Pakistan
you're
as well.
yeah.
Fucking no
You're
tampons.
no tampons because you're a whore.
Because if you
Yeah.
put something in there, virginity is
hot.
gone.
your virginity's gone.
And then people, I mean, when you have your arranged marriage and the guy puts his dick in your vagina for the first time, he will notice, I don't know, for somehow, because he's an
if
expert.
you don't bleed on the white sheets
Oh my
that you're
God.
given,
You're fucked.
you're
Yeah, and then like,
you're fucked.
yeah, and she's like, "Yay, I
I
bled
love
on the
it.
sheets. Yay, I'm a virgin."
Yeah.
Like that's
People
that's
have-
not good. That's not
Dude,
fun.
how barbaric that shit is.
That's not
And
good.
some woman, I didn't bleed until like a couple days afterwards. But even then, it's just like you're putting. It's honestly, I'm one of those people. I was born and raised in this country, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been born with this like weird fucking logic where both Kiwi and Indian culture comes and they clash together. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
So in,
Yeah.
in
I'm
Pakistan,
crazy.
there's some people who do this thing called hymenorrhography. It's hymen reconstruction surgery, and it's quite common because if you know, hymen is not a solid stone thing that stays there for a while until a dick touches it. If you play sports or anything happens,
But you
it's a
never
very
break
delicate
your
thing.
hymen. Your hymen's always there.
It grow. I mean, it doesn't. It goes because that's the thing that happens. That's what the guy needs to find out.
He needs to
why
break
go-
it to be like, yes,
Yeah.
this woman her seal isn't broken, so she
So
can be
dumb.
used in
Yeah,
public.
can be
It's
returned.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't
God.
be. Don't use it if the seal is broken.
Yeah,
don't use it.
It'll be
So-
off. It'll be
It'll be
stale.
off, ugh.
And it's a whole thing that in Pakistan people go and get that done.
Yeah.
And pay money for it.
Fear.
For fear.
So crazy how much we have we put pressure on ourselves for
Oh.
no reason.
Virginity is a man-made concept
yeah.
as
is,
well,
it
which
is.
is so stupid.
Even
But cultures, religions are based on it.
Yeah.
in marriage
yeah.
as well.
Oh,
marriage
yeah.
virginity is like.
It's like Gloria Vale.
It's like
That's like,
Gloria
do you know Gloria
Yeah.
Vale?
Oh my
Like
god, I
they like,
love Gloria Vale.
like me too.
It's insane.
So like, yeah, have to go to get married and then like court each other for like 2 days and then
Yeah.
they get married on the third day and then they have the marriage, have the wedding and then like the two of them go off to a hotel room
See,
where he is gonna take her V card and it's just
It
like,
doesn't
and it just
matter.
makes
Pow,
me feel
chicka,
so
pow, pow.
disgusting.
Bow, chicken, wow, wow.
And some of
Pow, chicken. I was like, what are you doing?
That's the Indian accent.
Pow,
That's the
pow,
Indian accent.
chicka,
Bow,
wow,
chicka, wow, wow.
oh my god.
You two brown people are.
But yeah, like some of them will be like, in Gloria Vale, they'll be like, yeah, well, you know, we had our baby 9 months after
wanna
our
kill
wedding day,
myself.
and
I
I'm
will
like,
kill
that's the
myself.
saddest thing I've ever heard. Like, it's so sad. Getting
Men
pregnant
can have
first pop.
numerous as well. Numerous levels.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's too.
And that's fine. There's no Dick Hyman that I have to break.
Yeah, there's no
No.
dick.
Make
Hyman.
it bleed.
There's dick.
Yeah,
Hyman.
as long as
Yeah.
I'm making it bleed, that's
If I
gonna
don't
know
make,
it's
if
the
your
stuff.
dick don't bleed when we're fucking first, you're not a virgin.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking punching at it.
That's so.
It's so stupid. So when you switch it around,
Yeah.
it sounds insane.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
sad.
it does. It
It's
does.
sad.
Hey,
I
when
mean,
you
like,
switch
okay,
it up.
yeah, if your dick don't bleed when we fuck first, I know that you're not a virgin.
You're not a virgin. Yeah.
And you're gonna be. I'm gonna dump you if your dick doesn't bleed.
Yeah, you're just punching at it. You fucking slut.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
See, it's fucking
His
crazy.
dick didn't bleed. I guess he's a bit of a
What a
slut.
slut.
Mhm. How long have we been recording it?
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to finish? We are 1 hour 48
Oh
minutes.
my god, I need to go home and make tea and watch West Side.
Amazing.
West Side.
Have you
I
guys
still
watched it?
I still haven't started watching West Side because
Oh, it's so
I
good.
still haven't watched the
Outrageous Fortune.
Outrageous Fortune.
It's so good.
I gotta watch it. Yeah.
You haven't watched it? How'd you get your citizenship?
Yeah, like actual though, like actual. How
I haven't watched. I watched one episode. I was like, this fucking shit is great.
Yeah.
It's so
and
good.
Then I said
For
and
New
then I
Zealand
didn't.
writing,
Yeah,
It's great.
honestly,
it's great.
it's so good.
You've
But can we
gotta-
be real?
you've got to keep it fucking real.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
It's so good.
Anyway, okay, we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll wrap this is our second highest episode because the longest episode was 2 hours something with Keegan Govan, which we forgot about.
I
When
haven't
we
even
were,
listened to that yet. I need to listen to that.
we were talking about it and we just kept going. And
Yeah.
then
We're gonna
running
end the
out of-
episode.
It's like a Joe Rogan episode.
We're gonna the experience. We're gonna end the episode with what
wanna
we
tie something
what we
together?
love to do is we play a video from OJ Simpson's Twitter.
Jesus, are we doing that?
Yeah, because like there's he's talking about Michael Jackson, and I want to hear what he
He's
says.
free, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
so
do it.
he's got a Twitter account
Cool.
and he's posting videos,
Cool.
and people are filming him talking, and I don't know who that person
Mm.
filming him is.
Probably
There's
the
a
ghost of his wife.
yeah.
He's like, you're still doing shit.
He's like, here you go,
How are
hold the
you
camera, make
free?
yourself useful. So this is a video posted from 5 days ago. It's called "Rest in Peace, Michael."
Oh.
You know he's been dead for a while.
You know, I woke up this morning, they were talking about Michael Jackson's 10th anniversary of his death.
Turn it
Got me
louder.
thinking about Michael. I met Michael, it seemed like 100 years ago. His family moved down the hill from me and then single. And I'd see him around. I actually got to be good friends with Jermaine.
That's an insane man.
Years later,
Who
I was
cares
playing
about
tennis in my backyard with a neighbor when he got word that his nephew was sent home from summer camp.
His teeth are
because they
so
found out
white.
he had cancer, and I guess it had something to do with insurance, and they couldn't have him at the camp.
He was done
So
for so
long.
many things.
Isn't his teeth so white?
Is he in a golf cart?
Yeah.
He called some of his friends. He was a
I'm
celebrity.
fast forwarding
He
it.
called
What's
some of his
happening
friends.
here?
Found out, he called me and said, OJ, you got to take the kids up to Neverland Ranch. They love it.
Oh.
And it was wondrous. The kids would come up, they would bring some of their friends, and it was so great that I started bringing my adult
That's what they call an
friends up
orgy,
there.
when they bring more
Michael
people.
was never there, but he always had gifts for the kids. My point
Yeah,
is,
really did.
I could never debate anybody about Michael Jackson. I didn't know enough about his private life to do that. What I do know is my experience with him is that he was a kind and generous soul. Rest in peace, Michael. Take care.
He's gonna drive
He
away.
just drove off in his. He drove off in his golf cart. He's just a free man. He's
I'm
like,
so
yo,
shook.
R.I.P. Michael, and just
Peace
drives
out.
off.
Peace out.
Oh, that's the best thing.
Oh my god.
Of course, we're gonna end on that. If we don't end on that, what's the point?
Exactly.
What's
yeah.
the point of him posting it?
We end on it every week now.
How
is it?
that? It was a long clip too. That was,
Yeah, we
that's-
fast forwarded through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's like
about
a
Jermaine,
5
like, who
minute.
cares?
He like looked like he was on his golf cart. Stop. He was like, I need to talk about Michael Jackson for 5 minutes.
He's like, oh, Michael Jackson died 10 years ago. They get the camera out. I
used
need to do it.
And he was like, I used to send kids over there. It was fine. It was great. The kids were there. It was wondrous.
No, it
he used the word wondrous.
He also said they bought more kids. I'm like, so you hosted the
Yeah.
orgy at
Orgy
Finding
Simpson.
Neffy. Yes, like,
Why are people sending kids in buses over there?
Orgy Simpsons, my friend.
Yeah, he was like, it was fine. Like, OJ, you killed someone. I don't think you have the authority to say what's good and what's
He's
bad
like,
right now.
doesn't really
Did
matter.
he? Did
Does-
he? Did he?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, is it?
Well,
he's
there's.
got
I've seen so many documentaries.
he's got a golf cart to get away quickly.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like you need to speculate. Vroom.
The ending of that video is probably the best thing.
Yeah,
I've
that's the
ever
best. He just tried.
seen. Guys, go look it up. I wish you guys could have seen
Oh
it.
yeah,
It was
no,
so good.
link it.
Oh my god,
That's
okay.
fucking funny.
That was a
Okay,
really
thank you for
great
having
episode.
me.
Thank
what
you
do
so
you-
much
what,
for coming on the
what do you got to
pod.
plug? What's your Instagram and all that bullshit?
Natalie _ Samy is Samy. Oh, I should say it right, not for the white people. Natalie _ Samy is my Instagram. But I'm gigging. Are you guys also gigging at
Yeah,
Classic
man.
for the next few months?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at Classic up till August, right? This
Yeah.
Wednesday I'm doing Big Wednesday. I'm pitching a Big Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, I'm gonna do my same stuff. I'm gonna do stuff that's been working. And then
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
work from there. But yeah,
Yes.
gigging heaps. Come to gigs. Support New Zealand comedy.
Come
Do
to
it.
the
Get
classic.
out
I've
there,
got a Raw
man.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
so
see?
don't wanna break.
Get out there and see what comedy is, because that's how we build from there, right?
Come to the
Comedy.
classic.
And don't bring up Uber for the love of Christ.
Yeah. Oh my
Just
god.
don't.
Also, stay away from the racial shit. We know we brown.
Yeah.
exactly.
We know we brown. It's not
I
like
don't
we're
want to say
oblivious to it.
anything, but I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Keep your racial shit to yourself. That's
Yeah.
what we're supposed to do.
Yeah,
we're
we-
supposed to make it funny.
We talk about it.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
funny
That's
when you
fine.
bring that shit up. And my
Yeah.
pussy color is none of your concern.
Don't
None
touch my back.
Of
It's purple. It's multicolored.
it's purple. It's purple.
It's pinky purple sometimes.
It's
Sounds-
the Chilean friend.
Sometimes.
Our Chilean listener is like, oh shit,
Oh,
purple vagina.
yeah, purple vagina. Only when you've had a good time. But yeah.
It's always
Besides
a good
that,
time.
I'm Natalie Samy. Thank you so much for having
What's
me,
the
guys.
Instagram and all that shit?
Oh, Natalie _ Samy. And yeah, just keep. I'll be linking shit. I've been linking and hopefully get some skits and stuff out there. I'm just writing at the moment.
Love it.
Alright.
Trying to write, trying to create more.
Sweet. Sweet.
Getting out there.
Sweet.
I'm working on a couple of tweets myself,
Sweet.
so
Oh,
I
cool.
get it. I get the
Yeah.
hustle.
I mean, I commented on a stuff article once. So
Oh.
I don't want to brag.
Content is
It got
happening.
3 likes. Content.
So good.
Content.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone.
What have we got?
Oh shit.
Baboon Yodel?
Baboon,
I wanna go back.
Baboon Yodel. That's Instagram. There's Twitter, and there's Facebook. It's all Baboon Yodel. All like no underscores,
Baboon
no
Yodel.
nothing.
Nothing. It's just
It's
everybody.
just Baboon
Baboon.
Yodel. What's the name of the podcast? You bitch?
Baboon Yodel.
Yeah. Come to the classic. We are on the. If you go to the comedy.co.nz,
Oh, shit.
my gigs are on there.
Oh, shit. Yeah, save.
My gigs are on my calendar at home. So don't wanna.
Yeah.
Everyone can see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
Just
me.
post it up.
Get out, watch us.
Take a picture of my
Send us some
calendar.
hate mail, death threats.
Ooh,
I quite like
yeah.
that. Some death threats.
Spice it up. Yeah, threaten my life. Spice that shit up. You guys ain't weak about that shit. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you
Right.
guys so much for having me.
Good night, everyone. See you
Night.
next week. Bye.
Fuck off.